Welcome to the Dumb4Real podcast. Shut the fuck up. I hate you so much, Jason. We're here with Hunter with the pre-Phantom app as well. Welcome. How do you feel?
Thanks. Yeah, good. Thanks for having me on. It's I just said before, it's like our second Christmas here. Phantom was the last major to run before COVID, and it feels like a billion years, and a lot's changed, particularly in Sydney. So this is a really big week for us.
What
So
has
I'm
changed
and I'm
in Sydney,
like
actually?
it's fucking everything's changed. It's like a cicada kind of getting rid of its shell. Like everything's different. I'm a veteran, and I started when Joker came out.
That doesn't make sense.
No, but that's how it is. That's like 2/3 of our scene is like post-COVID babies.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah. So
Crazy.
I'm really keen. Sydney's changed a lot, and it's exciting. Like not for the better or for the worse, but it's really exciting to kind of have a whole bunch of people come over.
Yeah, especially
how it is.
looking at the recent Sydney PR, kind of recent. I
Yeah.
think like Luco posted that photo. How like 7 people were like new, and he's the only one who's like old, and it's like damn, like that
Yeah.
whole PR is like an official PR is completely just like even like someone like Demo, JT, like all these guys are like, yeah, we're just like top 5 Sydney now, I guess. So yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, I saw 2 PRs before COVID, and it's Luco wasn't even on that PR. I didn't know Luco till post COVID. But Chipotle and Fruit are the only other 2 still around, and they're not, they're like 6 to 10 range, like traditionally. So all that the kind of the top level, the top kind of win weeklies every week, just not there, changed. So it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah. So, what is your role in Sydney, Hunter?
Oh yeah, okay. I'm kind of a jack of all trades. So the Sydney landscape is you've got Sydney Smash, and informally known as BKB, and BKB run the SBB tournaments on the weekends. They're normally the bigger weekly every week. And Sydney Smash runs Starforge in the monthlies. But essentially, I work with both. Formerly, like at the start of it all, I was kind of Moe, who is the head TO of SBB. I was kind of his lieutenant. So I was the bracket boy. I kind of said my hellos and gave smiles to everyone, and just kind of got to know everyone.
The P9, you could say, of
Yeah, the P9 of Sydney. What a honourable title that one is. I'll carry it on my chest. So essentially, and then I kind of worked with the Sydney Smash guys, and I'm kind of in the mix everywhere. But yeah, my main job is seeding bracket, and also on the PR panel for the first time ever.
So you're kind of just like that important, right? You just kind of do everything, huh?
No, I do everything but not do much at all.
Okay.
I'll do like a tiny fraction of the work, just in a fair few different domains.
You want to give any shout-outs? Who are
I mean,
the main players for the Sydney scene in
well,
terms of the organization, like
Yeah.
tournament organization?
So the 2 main players are definitely Kit and Moe. Kit is the head TO of Sydney Smash, and extraordinary human being. It's definitely brought a lot of flavor back into what Sydney was. So if you guys have watched the Epping streams, all that kind of UI and all like the announcer, the train style.
Oh, he did that.
That's his vision. So
Oh, okay,
he
yeah.
went out. He found one of the actual Sydney train people.
That's so funny.
Yeah, and he did all this stuff, and he knows someone who's like a gun. I'm losing, for lack of better words, a gun kind of Twitch overlayer creator,
Oh yeah.
and kind of linked it all up. Like Kit's done an incredible amount of work, and is absolutely an innovator.
Yeah.
And Moe is he's a dear friend of mine, and he runs the SBB tournaments. Moe is an interesting character because BKB was originally a fighting game community, and they did Melee and Ultimate. But Moe runs it in his cafe, and he actually barely plays the game. He's just doing it because his mates do it. But he's kind of given a really nice weekend haven. And he's also an innovator in its own right, and hopefully we'll see a little bit of it in Phantom.
Yeah, so
that's
with the team that is running Phantom, I think it's Moe and Chef.
Yeah.
Do you think do you have any idea of how they're gonna do it differently compared to other teams for other majors so far, or
Yeah. Okay. I don't want to.
Hey, man.
I can see a little bit behind the veil, but I don't want to say any absolute certainties. But Moe's the head TO and he's partitioned all the other brackets to other people. So Chef is running Ultimate. But what Moe has done really well, and I find quite admirable, is he's put a lot of aces in their places and no circle objects and square holes. So for instance, I'm pretty sure, and it's it's a big problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
because people are like, oh, I'm good at seeding, right? But by fuck am I bad at organizing the tables or packing up the switches, because I'm fucking, it takes me 40 minutes and then Mo's like, dude, what are you doing? Are you inept? But for instance, he's got Kit who's done some of the Phantom overlays.
Yeah.
Ooh. And he's taken a lot of inspiration from he went over to Europe for a Counter-Strike major.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's
He's
crazy.
just a fan. But he's allegedly taken a bit of inspiration for how the big European Counter-Strike scene kind of rolled their tournaments. So
As in, on the stream?
Oh yeah, and in the venue.
Oh, okay.
So I'm expecting there's going to be a bit of extra showmanship. I mean, you guys kind of saw the chaos the Sydney crew brought naked at BAM, so it's going to be multiplied, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
For the good or the better. For the good or the worse. Oh, Connor, you're going to be so excited. I can't wait. I'll be watching all your sets.
It's not in the same it's not in the same venue, right?
No, it's at the UTS Great Hall. So it hasn't been used before for Smash Brothers.
Is it nice? Does it look good?
Yeah, it's one of the premier. If it's probably the premier university venue.
Okay.
I don't know if I can leak the setup of what the venue looks like, but spectators will have a good time.
Yeah,
for sure.
You know what's really funny? Sorry. I had a friend from Sydney come over a few weeks ago, right? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to Sydney in a few weeks for Smash, and she was like, oh, SmashCon, and I was like, what?
No, yeah, that's
there's a thing at Sydney called SmashCon.
It's an anime expo.
It's an anime expo at the same weekend, but in a different hall. And I was
every time, dude.
So confused. What? Really?
Every weekend.
Every time. It's just always how it is for some reason. It's always on a similar weekend. It's just how BAM is always on Mother's Day. It's always the same. And that one makes a bit more sense, but this one is it happens so much. And really, often you go into Google and you're oh, I want to get to Twitch. So you type Sydney Smash and it's Anime Expo in Smash in Sydney, Australia.
Wait, and they host the Smash Bros event.
No, it's just it has nothing to do.
It's just called SmashCon.
It's
an anime.
SmashCon.
It's an anime expo.
Yeah.
And I know BJ, Scurry, and Plump are devastated every year because they want to go see their VTubers. And so
Giga is apparently going to be there as well.
Yeah, it's a huge thing. So I know a few people are going to be dipping out after their pools to go weeb out and come back there too.
Yeah, drowned into weeb out.
Drowned into weeb
out. No.
I mean, look, it could be a nice chaser. I don't blame it. It would be.
That's true. It's also like $80 a ticket or something crazy like that. So
yeah.
But yeah. Are you gonna say something, Anthony?
No. I'm just looking it up.
Yeah, fair enough.
22,000 people went in 2019. That's
they're all sold out.
2,000.
Yeah, this is
a lot of weebs in this world.
Jesus
They've really
Christ.
Figured out that it's a huge market. Crazy.
That is crazy.
Get the Smash app. All right.
The Smash app.
Yeah.
Mate.
Yeah.
But one more thing before we actually talk about the event itself. Dude, the essay PR, dude.
I reckon that was the most insane. Like, might be the most insane PR ever. Like,
You know, I still haven't seen it. Like,
you still haven't
what?
seen it? Oh my gosh.
Go look it up right now.
Are you fucked?
Yeah.
how am I gonna?
I don't use Twitter.
No one's. It's not.
Go on
It's not
Discord.
on any Discord, except like.
Essay Discord.
Yeah.
I
Grow the
couldn't
fuck
find
up.
it.
You're a sheep. Grow the fuck
Yeah,
up.
actually,
Go on Twitter.
Just go on Twitter. Come on, Ernest. What are you doing?
Oh my god.
You know what?
But I thought like the New South Wales one was like the one that was like
That
one of
was
my
also
favorite
mind
ones.
blowing.
Yeah, that was like
that was
it's
really
amazing.
cool. That
All
was
these
the
PRs
video.
have been
The
mind-blowing.
video
Yeah,
was
that's
pretty
right.
insane.
Australia, they're just too good. I think it got to top of Reddit, the SAPR.
Oh wait, did it?
Yeah, top of Smash Bros. Yeah, they got
Yes.
like hella upvotes. You can.
I mean,
Google it.
this is crazy.
Yeah.
This is
Um,
ridiculous.
People say oh, when's the SAPR coming? Because it's always a little bit quite delayed. But nah, this was hella work. This was insane.
I had to do a double take. I didn't realize it was, like Australia, let alone just how detailed the PR was. It was freaking.
Yeah.
Have you seen the original artwork as well?
Yeah, I saw an image that
The reference paintings, right?
reference painting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was an actual painting as well. An actual
Oh,
actual-
what? This is a
Yeah.
painting?
Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's not like oh shit.
It's not digital.
Wait, but how is the image so good?
Because he's the goat.
As in, like, did he just like have like a really nice camera or something?
I actually don't know. Yeah, well, probably.
This is so good. Wow. What the heck? Who's the girl in red? Is that
That's
Pyra?
That's Pyro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pyro.
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea. I was trying to.
Damn. Taito, Heaven, Q, Jamie, Con.
So wait, you haven't even looked at the PR. Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's probably the like the people there is probably the least interesting thing.
Yeah.
On this painting. Like, let's be real. No offense.
That is the most insulting thing to say about a PR.
Hey man,
Yeah, no,
you
fuck
finally
them, dude.
you finally
We've been
cracked
on there
top,
for too long,
top
like, who
10,
cares?
but who cares?
Yeah, shout outs to Moss Plague.
Yeah, actual goat.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So that,
Did you have what? So you were like on the PR channel panel.
Yeah, no, whose idea
That's
was
not
it to make the Bunnings one?
It's actually really funny. So, Kit is giggling and he's like, "Oh, I want you to be on the PR panel." Like, yeah, sure. And he's like, "I've got a few ideas, but you know how DMO is called Fat Nuts?
Yeah.
Like, yeah." He's like, "Look at this Bunnings photo," and he showed me the inspiration. I'm like, "Wow, there's a pair of large nuts." And so it was really that one gag, which just evolved
set
to
it
what
off.
it is.
Dude,
Wow.
that's how it starts.
Yeah. Well,
Actually, just inceptioned your goofy ass with like the big nuts. It's actually crazy.
yeah. But I feel like we just kind of ran with it, and that's a good thing about finding at least one good joke in like something which can be innately funny is you can just build off it, and then you can take more risks because you can fall back on that one good joke.
Yeah, I mean the big nuts is probably the funniest one to be honest. So
But
that makes a lot of sense.
But I think filming the video was a lot of fun. I had a few lines vetoed, so I went with the good old hero line. But
Give us
yeah.
some vetoed lines.
It was the one with Palatino, wasn't it? Like,
yeah, it was the Palatino one.
Yeah.
What was the Palatino one?
I'm trying to remember it off the top of my head.
Is it like inappropriate?
Yeah, a little bit inappropriate. It's
Oh.
not too. It's like here in Sydney we've got something for everyone. We've got Ethernet cables for the Wi-Fi warriors, mashing tools for the Roy mains, and our Palu players love the lubricant section.
Okay.
That's so. For those, I'm sure all these kids are too young, but that's such a multi-layered joke there. To like,
I actually don't see the.
that's
layers.
like a reference.
You need to explain it to me.
Well, I'm not doing it,
Okay.
but
Well,
like,
you're joking, right?
I'm
No.
not joking. There's a reference.
No,
There's
no.
an actual reference there.
No. It's at face value. It's face value.
Yeah, sure.
But the I love the wow. You really have no top level.
Yeah, no, that was so subtle at the end.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I actually had to like do a double take. I was like, did he really say that? It was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was the original line of the video. We're like, yep, good.
And
We'll
Zav
build
got
that.
5.5 as well.
Yeah, Zav had a really colourful fortnight in Sydney, and so we definitely knew that Zav would be on the PR.
Yeah.
And 5.5 feels pretty right in my mind. I think if you had like a larger cross section around that JT area, probably makes sense. In my little opinion, but maybe Zav downloads everyone and we get peached, or maybe we download Zav.
It's a kind of it's kind of like a what's the word? I'm not gonna say comic, but like it's just funny how like it just like 180'd like real quick at the start of the year, because I remember like the second or third episode we ever did for the podcast was like Zav talking about like how he like his performance or like underperformance in Sydney. And then we were just like, what's going on, dude? You're right. And he's like, yeah, I just didn't practice and stuff. And then like Anthony and like a few of us were like, nah, that's bullshit. Like you suck, whatever, right? And then like now, like look at like what 6 months later, and he's like 5th or 5.5 on on the PR, and it's like it's a bit of a nice kind of journey just to like see.
Yeah, I feel like Zav, maybe I don't know Peach too well, but Sydney is like the worst character demographic for Zav, I reckon. You've got like a high profile DDD, you've got like fucking 1,000 sorties, Bylefs and Clouds and everything else. I feel like there's a lot of
Did you just say DDD as if it was like a bad matchup for Peach or something?
No. Zav came 9th on his final tournament in Sydney before he left because he ran into Justin to make top 8.
No, I'll give it up. I'll give it up.
He played Min Min and Palutena. He just didn't want to fight DDD. He hates it. It's very funny.
I think like I'll give it up. There's too many assumptions about this game where it's like, oh yeah, like this character is just top tier. Like they just shouldn't lose to like this low tier or whatever. It's just never that simple.
Yep. All those people who tell me that Kirby gets shat on by Palutena as well. Like you don't guys come on, don't understand. I'll give it up for Peach DDD as well then.
How about Kirby Diddy Kong?
I don't
know that one, Jason.
Wait, have you
what a random matchup to like mention.
Have you guys?
I mean, the big one actually that is like very relevant to everyone here is like Fox Dr. Mario, right? Like this matchup's so unplayable.
That is unwinnable, actually.
Has Isaac beaten Fruit before?
No, he made that matchup chart. Did you see? I posted the matchup chart. He played like 6 losing Fox matchups. One of them's Dr. Mario.
It's so fucking true, though.
It's
It
true.
is fucking dude. That I've played like I think 40 friendlies against Shane at this point as Fox versus his Dr. Mario. I don't think I've won a single one.
Kami and I farmed him in the Fox Dr. Mario.
Nah, he was playing off that day, bro. Trust.
No, we're actually the chosen ones. I've decided.
Yeah, I don't think Isaac has beaten Fruit, or if not, I think maybe the other 20 characters Fruit plays, but also Plump has a mean secondary Dr. Mario. So I think a few friendly sessions kind of hurt him there.
That's where it starts, man.
Dude,
Plump has feels like every
he only shmoves as well. That's the only thing he does.
He only
and so like the doc would like for sure like do some custom shit.
It's whack as hell. He does like the pill up airs and all like the wacky up B shit. He's definitely one of those players where there's some players who learn the basics of the character and then they'll learn the more intricate stuff later, and then there's those crackheads who just start doing all the really technical stuff immediately.
Yeah, they're just weird like that. Yeah, they just get off doing like technical stuff.
Yeah, it's like every Ice Climbers player ever except Plump on half the cast. It's quite funny. I still reckon if he picks up Pac-Man, it's over.
I was like that in Smash 4. Like, I remember there was like a period when Kamame like first started like doing stuff. I actually couldn't play Mega Man to save my life, but I learned the footstool combo. Like they called it like the dragon fist or whatever, like in Japan, they call it some bullshit like this, where you like footstool, footstool, add a shield, Z drop, footstool,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
do 3 pellets.
Yeah.
And this is the only thing I could do. And I could do like the footstool disable as Mewtwo, but like I couldn't play Mewtwo at all. But I knew how to do like footstool disable.
Like the Revax combo thing.
Yeah. The Revax combo. Get a fucking.
Come on, man. That's what he did.
Yeah.
But no, the just closing off that Sydney PR discussion, it was really interesting because it's like it's all the state right now is clumped into like 4 discrete categories. There's like the top 4 and Steve Guy, DMO, Luco, and JT. Shmu would be part of that group as well if he was active, and I think Sumi is part of that group as well.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, well, Sumi's like maybe a bridge between those two, but Sumi's
In that group, really.
That's crazy.
Possibly. She's crazy. But then the next.
I'm surprised
group
JT's in that group as well. Sorry.
JT's really interesting. Every time I beat JT December before Omicron, and it was pretty handy. And I thought JT's a great player, but it's doable, right? So that's where you have someone in a bracket who will beat people you struggle with, but you think you're going to be able to beat them.
Yeah.
So you're like, yeah, that's great. I've got a piece to that puzzle.
It's beat.
Yeah. Well, everyone's got one. And then post Omicron, I didn't play JT for like a month and a half. I'm like, oh, I'm finally playing JT. Maybe I'll make winners top 8.
Yeah.
And
get your free dub.
Rolls me. And he rolls me 5 more times in that season. I go, what the fuck? He's kind of one of those discrete players who's really good at the nuanced timings, and it's hard to actually. You can't see it as a spectator, but as soon as you play, you're like, holy shit, he's not giving me any parries, and I feel like I'm trapped. And as soon as he nares you at 50 or 60, you're getting up aired and you're dying.
Yeah. Well, as a spectator, I see it as like he's like a tomahawk freak. Like, I guess I wouldn't say
that's the only thing Connor sees.
That's what I see, right? But as IQ, you're kind of forced to do that kind of thing, right? Since Nero is such like a dominating tool in your kit, you need to do those like.
You're so limited. You don't get to choose between do I want to do back air, forward air, down air, and stuff. You kind of you go stick to like basic stuff. So
yeah.
I had the pleasure of playing Inzi at BAM as well. They're really similar. I think just a few tools. They use a few different tools. So like Inzi's really dash attack, like really good at kind of pushing out that dash attack at the right moment.
Yeah.
And I think JT's really good at doing spaced aerials F tilts. That's like you'll lose 60% of your stocks just not respecting the F tilt and getting whacked for it. So
yeah.
I think he's definitely someone which is really scary to underestimate. But I know inevitably someone will.
You know, it's really funny that you say that because Zav actually was like, the first time he fought JD, he was like, damn, this guy sucks. And then like the next time he plays JD, like I think JD like washes him or something like that, or like beats him, and then Zav's just like, I was like completely wrong. This guy's just like a king. He just like adapts and like beats me, and he's just like a fundies god. And I was like, whoa, this is like a massive 180 real quick. So that's pretty funny to see.
Yeah, he's I'm keen to see how it goes. But I mean, in saying that, I feel like those players who are really grounded in how they approach the game can sometimes get matchup checked, like harder than most.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's the Kanga theory. My theory of Kanga. Kanga is really dominant in the home state, but unfortunately has struggled as soon as they travel interstate.
Why is that?
Or it's hard to say, right? But Kanga is a player of theory and winning by inches. And when you kind of get thrown off by something which takes a meter, and you're like, fuck, now I have to win another 6 neutral interactions, and I'm pretty nervous.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know what you mean.
I feel like, I know, like, that's kind of like, I'm a really solid game plan fundies kind of player. So I think that could be both JT's undoing, but we'll see how that one goes.
Ernest Lamb.
Yeah.
What?
That's you.
Yeah,
Huh?
I mean...
Well, I'm a death by 1,000 cuts dude.
Did you listen to a single word that he just fucking said?
He said he takes the game by inches, dude.
Yeah, Ernest is right. I mean,
Yeah, but Ernest
got...
will shut down he'll shut down a certain archetype of player like every single time, though. Like
I'll get rinsed by like
some
the Queensland version of Zav though. Like,
yeah.
well, I mean, I did end up losing to Lari and Embo, so
If he runs
that
into
sucks.
Queensland version of me, then he's just fucking finished. Like
Okay.
Yeah, and then so like the next category is like back to the PR is like Sumi, Fez, and Kanga, and they're really gatekeepery. Like
Is this
Fez,
sorry? This is current, right?
yeah, current PR. I'll bridge it in as players who are probably quite notable in fandom.
Johnny just won 2 tournaments, mate.
Dude,
Well, yeah,
go.
Johnny-
We'll get there. Sorry,
we'll get there.
go on.
We'll get there. And they're traditionally the gatekeepers, who Johnny is now notably beating. So Kanga, in particular, used to have a pretty good time against Johnny.
Yeah.
And Fez just kind of blows up a lot of people who really can't deal with her traits.
Yeah.
Because you've got to be super explosive or really good defensively.
She kind of destroys people that like take inches or like death by 1,000 cuts because she's really good at timing trades with like better Pokemon hitboxes.
And I feel like that's actually it's an unorthodox way to gatekeep, but it is also like hey, if you're not like a super character specialist and you're not going to outclass me at my own game or play like, MK Leo style, like, see you later. Take Squirtle Waterfall 8 times.
Oh my god.
And then you've got the high variance guys from 7 to 10s, and that's Isaac, Fruit, Chipotle, and Twirly.
True.
Twirly's, they're all really interesting to deep dive. Twirly was, I think, a lot of people found unexpected. They thought it would be Shao or Chisel, but Twirly's also got the most PR wins out of everyone from that 7 to 10 range. Just kind of also gets blown up.
Is he volatile in that he gets blown up by people lower than him as well?
Yeah, and it's also by virtue of the fact that he's played 6 different characters in the season. And he played Young Link for 1 tournament, but has fallen out of the Young Link train. Hates it.
So he's just like perma off Young Link now.
Yeah, as it stands, he's on the Sheik.
Oh, interesting.
But it's really funny. He's Yoshi. His Yoshi got top 3. His Roy got like 4th. His Captain Falcon took a few PR wins. He played Yink and he played someone else who's regressed way too far in my. I don't remember it. Oh, the fucking Fox, of course.
Yeah.
And the Fox actually, the Fox I reckon is his spirit main, but too boring.
Yeah, it's everyone's spirit main, and like actually, but like
I can see
no one's
why
built for him.
he likes high APM characters. I feel that get like really good like combos or like advantage state stuff.
I feel like high APM has become like a diss now.
Is it? I've never used that.
High APM. What do you think that? What else it should mean?
Well, it means spam, right? But I get that, but I don't mean it like spam.
I know exactly. It's become. I hear Zav use the term like, oh, he's so high APM. It's like, well, I know he's trying to like fucking.
Well, Zav is also high APM, so
yeah,
but like whatever.
All right.
Yeah. Sometimes it feels like Twirly's playing on a modded controller and he's getting moved in, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, you can't fit in Roy F Smash there, and he Roy F Smash. You go, what?
I need to have high APM. It's true.
Actually lost to Twirly at the pre-BAM Sunshine.
The Super Salty Sweep.
And the Super Salty Sweep. And he actually like low-key killed me at 0 with a boomerang.
Yeah.
And I was like,
town?
It's the best move in the game.
It was on town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Twirly Town, dude. It's a trap. Even as a Roy main, it's a fucking trap.
Hey, I got hit by like a point blank. Oh, it might have been like up B. There's like up B Ed or Dreed with the ring.
He does that, yeah.
Yeah. So he got like point blank rang, and then did like, I don't know. He like
Drag
carried
down.
me off. He like carried me off the side of the stage, and then used the town platform to turn me the combo around, and then just took me off the other side of the fucking stage with like a bunch of fire arrows. And I was like, oh, this is pretty not interactive. And then I was like, oh, Jono, why don't you do this? This is so broken. And he's like, oh, you should have breathed on your stick, and then you might have gotten out of the combo. And I was like, dude, it's just cope, man. Like, fuck off. Like fucking 40 SDI frames, like per like fucking whatever. Like, it doesn't do anything. Get a fucking grip, dude.
I'm with you, Duan. I've heard the J Dizzle just DI right, and I don't. I play friendly so much of that Young Link, and I just don't get it. Maybe I'm just not the man for the job though. But yeah, so that's the Sydney PR, and it is really interesting, and I think it will probably change by next season as well because it's just developing so rapidly.
Who do you reckon's gonna crack in and fall?
Unfezant and Sumi will be in. Johnny has a good shot, but the Star Forges he's won haven't had like the top 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's been gatekeepers, right?
Yeah, but that's a really good sign if it continues in that structure, because obviously if you're beating the gatekeepers, you're either a gatekeeper or you're something above them.
It's kind of... I think it's kind of similar with what we had in Vic, like last season, mid last season, or like... sorry. So, some of this season, where it's like, if you don't have like the top 5 going, right? Or like the top 4 really. Even Nick to an extent will sometimes troll, right? But if you don't have them, a lot of the time it's like you have the next front runners that will win, which is like Beat or like Seb. Actually, I just like don't know who's on the list anymore. Dura as well, like that. But like, there's a lot of there's a lot of people that can like beat those kind of like second tier PR players, and then it gets like all like muddy and stuff like that. It's like all really murky waters. But it's like a really cool sign to see, because like you can definitely tell so many of these guys are like hungry, and like Johnny probably like really labbed hard to like be able to beat Kanga. So I feel like Kanga would be like a foil of a player for like certain people, where it's just kind of like I just don't get Snake conceptually. And so, like, I just keep running into the problem with, like, different ways, and I just keep losing and stuff, and it gets really frustrating.
Yeah, I'm the same. I seem to always have... I feel like Snake has 3 tools, and each player's bad into one of them. For me, it's grenades. For others...
You and Cola.
Dude, yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah. No, I fucking don't get...
Hey, dude, unwinnable matchup, apparently. No counterplayer.
Dude, you cunts are fucking stupid, man. Why am I the best Roy in this country? It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, yeah. Alright. And then you got the C4 Andys, who can't, look at the fucking flashing red thing on the ground. But that hits a lot of people. And then you've got the F tilt, the tilters. F tilt, down tilt, up tilt.
Yeah, the down tilt is the me killer. That one's what gets me. Because it's a broken move, actually, but like,
Yeah. Snake does that to people.
And then, then back onto the Johnny topic, you've got the HMs. I feel like the HMs are all pretty interchangeable of the last section of PR if you change the results or you just run it again. Like in a series of 100 PRs, you would probably get and if like no players improved, but it was just like the same Sunday as a Groundhog Day.
I like that analogy, actually. That's good.
Yeah.
You had 100 PRs.
Yeah, you had 100 PRs, but in the same time slot. You would probably have 20 players all in that PR. Like, there's so much variance. There's not really a lot of solid stuff. Like, I remember when I was first in the scene, I grew up in an era where there were like 1 or 2 players who just always won everything. Yeah. It was like, oh, Purple H, like he will never drop to losers. I saw Purple drop to losers once or twice before top 8.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, even winners semis, it was very rare. So.
Who was the other guy?
Well, you had
Oh, mate.
Mate.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, mate.
The
Yeah, fair
Grinch.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and then the HMs are all really promising. So Johnny's already been there. Shao's kind of perpetually on the cusp. Chisel's really talented. Just needs to kind of have a few more good weeks. And Coleman is once HSC's done for good old Colbro, that's PR for sure.
I like it.
HSC?
Oh, the
VC.
Year 12 exams.
Yep.
Yeah.
Give me one sec.
He's gone. All right.
He's gone.
But the real question is, what's the angle for Sydney in for Fanta performance? Because coming off of BAM, right? There was a
You
few.
sucked. No, they sucked. Let's just be honest.
There was a few. There was a few
they were bad.
concerns for sure.
Yeah.
But like with home ground, like how much does home ground turf play into it? I reckon it plans into it like a lot, actually.
To be honest, here's actually the big thing. And this might sound crazy to some people, but it is a lot harder to perform for your state when you're the best player going. Straight up.
Wait a minute.
So,
Wait.
All right.
okay, so let's say I'm the best player going to a major for some reason. No other Victorian's going, I'm the best player. I'm going to be like, okay, so if I lose, we suck.
Yeah.
And there's no Vic in top 8 or anything like that. Whereas if I'm going and then I'm 14th in Vic and there's 13 people better than me going to this tournament, I can feel a lot better knowing that it doesn't really matter what I do.
Ernest, can you mute your mic if you don't?
Come
Sorry.
on, mate. So I think with everyone in Sydney being in Sydney, I think you'll have a lot of these other players like not be as nervous because you actually have three. You were missing three of your top 5.
We're missing all of our top 5, really.
No, because Unpheasant, yeah, so like 4 of their top 5, pretty much, actually.
Oh no, no, Luco. Sorry, apologies. Yeah, Luco.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Luca was there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna defend. I'm a bit of a like a one-eyed New South Wales supporter, so please forgive me.
That's
But
fine.
I'm gonna defend my state a little bit and say that BAM's a bit of an insincere comparison. Brushing aside that Fez got upset, that was disappointing. But other states' PR of that level also got upset. Certain Pigeon Main, also formerly from New South Wales. You've also got like, I don't know, Shmoo, who was inactive, who made it out of pools and did okay.
He got JV forward, mate.
Yeah, but you played a game and watch. What are you meant to do?
Fucking JV forward, dude.
JV4, dude. Not only JV4 at the
Not
end.
Shmoo.
Wait. Just hear me out. And you had Luco, right? So those 3 were our front runners, and they all had relatively bad days. But let's also go to comparisons which worked for Sydney.
In all fairness, I think Shmoo did fine.
Yeah, Shmoo did fine. He got
For someone who was basically inactive.
Is good, dude.
Inactive for
Yeah.
Shmoo's
Probably was a monster in the actual bracket as well. That's a hard player. Like,
and Shmoo also did pretty well in the pre-weeklies. So it's like, but in Sydney's defense, there's also results which were being ignored. Like for instance, without throwing old mate Schwicks under the bus, Schwicks came up to Sydney, and he lost to Steve Guy, DMO, and Chisel. So that's a dot point which people are kind of ignoring. So that's at HM, and that's 2 top level players. You've also forgetting the fact that Fez did really well at Queensland Ranbat, and so did Guts.
What a champion.
And I'm like, then there's a few results here and there which kind of show a bit more depth. I mean, look, at the end of the day, Sydney didn't do much better than 33rd. But I feel like the license to meme is justified if we don't swim at Phantom.
So the rule that I have is that there's always the variable of home court advantage. You literally can't say like anything definitive unless like someone performs like a state performs well in two different majors, right? Like you can have your Victoria does well at at BAM. That's like probably the most likely going to happen, right? It's our home court, and we have the most player representation, right? Queensland does well at the Queensland round, but like no shit, right? So obviously it's like if you guys,
that's how it's lining up. Yeah, that's
right. Like, but if you guys shit the bed at your own tournament, then that's not a great sign.
Yeah,
but like, I don't think anyone was actually looking at BAM and being like, wow, like these guys suck, or like, wow, Victoria's just clearly the best state. Unless they're like stupid, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
the latter statement's pretty.
I mean,
accurate.
the last one's a bit. What do you want?
So what?
You have to be so dumb to just be like, look at BAM only and be like, wow, we're so much better. Like you have to like look at like BAM and Sydney, right?
Mm.
And then it's like if we end up getting like 4 or 5 in the top 8, then it's like, yeah, we're pretty fucking good,
I'm gonna say something relatively hot off the pan, which
Okay.
may anger a few people, but I still firmly believe that New South Wales is the second strongest state.
We'll find out.
I mean,
We'll
I'll
find
give
out.
it up. It's like, yeah. I mean,
No, that's all I'm gonna say. We got a week.
This is a
Yeah, but
fight.
who's the best?
What's Victoria?
Oh, Victoria.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
yeah, it's.
You're just a product. You're just a K-pop group, Ernest. You're just a product of being born in the right place at the right time.
I can't believe you called me a
So,
K-pop group.
That's just.
Might be like
You're
the
just-
single most insulting thing you've ever said.
You're just living off Ignis and Ice crumbs, mate. That's all you're doing. And Jack Gorman, drunken drunk where you are,
Mr. Ninth
Goodman
at
made you.
Majors. Have you gone to Ninth at Major? There we go.
and Attila Baronier, mate.
That's so evil. At least I didn't move here.
Oh well, that's just Patrick Elliott's copping a stray for no reason.
Cop and strays.
That's a me stray as well.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
yeah, you actually shit on like everybody. Shriek's
Yeah.
copped
Shriek's
too.
your roommate, mate. Like.
Fucking.
so we talk about like the home court advantage. Do you really think like DMO is just gonna like make the run to win a semis?
I genuinely think Sydney will get top 8 representation. Like
True.
Demo, Mike, will probably get top 8. Steve Guy's probably going to get top 8.
I mean, I would be surprised if Steve Guy doesn't at least make top 8.
The thing with fandom that's hard is that one of the top 8 spots is guaranteed gone from Niantono. That's the weird thing.
You actually run the 9th place round robin
Yeah.
to
Neotono's drowning.
decide who's the last.
Yeah.
I mean, boys.
Boys, Harry Malakoff.
You can't believe that.
Huh?
Oh my god, dude.
What?
That's
Fuck
unbelievable.
you, Anthony. Dude, this guy is such a leaker. Can we talk about leaks for a second?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Are you fucking cunted?
Like, well, Jason, when does the seating go up? What day? No, because if the episode doesn't go up today,
I have to wait for Chef to get me back.
How are you such an incel? What the fuck?
On the Japanese players' names and how good they are.
I'm so
wait,
angry.
actually, wait. Okay, this is a good segue. What? So besides, okay,
I don't know. I don't know.
You
That's
just don't
the
even know
thing.
the tags.
I don't know anything because he's getting all translation done from Kanaji, and
That's
so
good, actually.
I have to message Chef, and then Chef messages Kanaji, and then we do like a little train line.
Wait, do you even know how many? So there's just more than one.
I think there's 3. I think there's
there's 3
3.
Japanese players.
Oh, what?
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool actually.
I didn't know that.
What if they're just all monsters?
This is
Yeah,
all
I
live.
don't know. I don't know how.
We're still recording, right?
Yeah, we're recording.
Okay. Cool. So we don't know any of the named Japanese players, right?
Well, we know Niigata.
Except for obviously Nintendo, right?
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know. I literally got a message from Ben like
Nintendo's translator
4
gets,
minutes
like,
ago.
top 32.
I asked, "Can you please get me the Japanese players' information? How good they are?" And he goes, "Yeah, 823." So then I'm going to post these in.
You should Sephiroth his
Send it.
cat again.
Yeah, I look, I'm of the belief, this is a bit of copium, but you'll have to cop it. I don't think Neotono's going to win.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
we'll go on later. We'll go on later because actually, I think
I respect that.
there's actually a lot more international representation according to this document that I found. Well, that was posted in Discord, than BAM. actually.
There's actually what?
There's
Also,
there's a lot more international representation. There's like 10
I
minutes.
think
Melee.
I think it says
from Ultimate.
I think it says that there's Knack from New Zealand who's going, but that's not Knack from New Zealand. That's our good friend.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's so good.
Right
Actually.
representation,
because the funniest
Even Fall Guys 2 days ago.
funniest part about doing the seeding is that I checked it like 10 minutes before we went live, and Shane was literally the last person to sign up for this
That
tournament.
is so
Oh,
good.
it's so good. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
dude. The
Fucking
Dr. Mario, like
I mean,
the Fox
hey,
Slayer.
Shane, he was probably the best player.
Dude,
from
imagine if
that
Isaac had
condemned.
seeded into Shane.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
Oh,
dude,
do you think he would?
I'm gonna quick segue.
Yeah.
I think
No, he
Isaac,
was just like Kaz.
I think Isaac might have the most unluckiest like interstate runs like ever. I think like
yeah.
his
The
Queensland like experience sucked.
Well-
I felt so bad for him because I had to play him twice at like not Wollongong. I keep saying Wollongong.
Newey.
Newey,
Queensland.
and then I
Wait, what?
no Newey. I played him at
Oh,
Newey.
like on the way up. Yeah.
And then I played him at FNS as well. And then Isaac runs into
Mod
someone
Mod.
No, he's talking about
No.
Queensland.
in
Oh.
Rambat.
Oh yeah.
He joined Rambat, right?
He
But, like, he
ran
obviously-
to Rambo.
He was
Yeah,
a
like-
Oh yeah, man. What a rough cop, man. That's unlucky,
was-
man.
No, but it's just rough, right? Like you don't want to.
No, it's not the word to use, dude.
Okay, sure. But then he runs into like Michael like twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, that's rough.
It's just like you run into like two Vics twice at like
Yeah.
two different interstate events, and it's just like so rough.
No, he has. I'm a good mate of Isaac. He's one of the BKB boys, and he has actually copped pretty bad luck, particularly in the sense that he's now done 2 interstate trips, and like running into Mod to make it out of pools is pretty sad. It's sad.
Oh, you know what I just remembered? Because I was running his pool at the Sunshine, and he lost to Piggins because his blood sugar got dangerously low.
What?
And so they had to like pause the game one. He actually got his ass fucking handed to him game 1. And they paused for like 15 minutes because he had to get his blood sugar high or this guy
Wait.
was going to go to the fucking hospital.
Dude, like
Yeah.
Isaac.
He's
Yeah.
What
he's,
the fuck?
he's diabetic. Yeah. So
That
Um,
sucks.
yeah, and it's just like it's also one of the things when
And
you're-
then I lost to Piggins, motherfucker. And then Bradley lost to Piggins, dude.
Pickens was on fire, but like
Oh,
I
boys.
feel like Fox, you got to be super on point,
Yeah.
otherwise you're just gonna get rolled,
Dude.
and you're gonna lose to fucking Dr. Mario or Donkey
It's a
Kong.
high. It's a high.
I've got,
demand.
hang on, intersection. I've gotten Japanese names of the players.
Oh, let's see.
So we got By Hate,
Oh,
Alright.
yeah. Bahate's from Sydney.
Bahate,
Yeah.
and Laugh.
Yep. It's on the. Do we know who they
Okay.
play? Or how?
I have no idea, but I just got names.
Oh, they're probably monsters. Okay.
Well, we just heard Bahate's from Sydney.
Oh yeah. Can you say anything about him?
Bahate's been around for about 2 months. He's hasn't set the world on fire. He's more of just a there for a bit of fun. Writes a mean blog though.
A
Alright.
blog.
Alright.
Great guy. I love Bahate.
Yeah,
Who does he play?
He plays young. He's actually the most Japanese. He plays Young Link, fucking Zero Suit Samus. I think
Yep.
I saw Palu and a Joker.
Oh,
Wait. Oh, so he
Uh,
came from Japan.
Yeah. He's
Oh.
over here for a year. Just as a segue as well, I told him to call all Victorians buff heads. I told him the word buff head. He now knows buff head, goon, and and legend. That's his Australianism.
Dude, I told this guy from Nepal at work like a few weeks ago to call people drongos. That's how he calls people drongos, dude. It's so good.
Alright, I'm gonna have to take that one. Drongo's a fucking good one. I like that. I
But,
like that a lot.
Yeah, we got Terrarian and Shinewave coming back, which is very hype, I think.
Isn't Henri? showing up?
Henri as well,
Henri-
and according to this document, a me brawler called 1004. Is that
Okay.
another? Yeah. So more Singapore representation. I thought Terrarian. I didn't get to play him, but he looked very good. Like,
Yeah,
he
he looked like freaky. Like he
Yeah.
level or better.
yeah. I mean, he lost to pretty loose with balls again.
Harris.
He lost to Harris, but that's like, come on, like.
That's
do you
like
want?
basically cheating. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Bamboozled.
Yeah, lost to Dura. I think Dura was on stream, and then
you lose to a DK player that thinks it's like you flip a coin,
and then
win
you
or
play,
lose.
and you run into play what like might be your worst matchup for Pac-Man. So, what do you want?
Mm.
But he was doing really well.
Yeah. So on the note of top 8, if we're still on that topic,
On the near turn.
Go
Yeah.
for it. Go for it.
yeah, I think Neotono will be there but won't win. I think Sydney will also have 2.
So
reps.
who's beating him?
2 representatives from Sydney.
Yeah. And
I mean,
think-
that's definitely possible.
Yeah.
I think Shrix is gonna win.
So wait, so you
Whoa.
think Strix is beating near Tono?
Shrix, no. My Yoshi's doing it. No,
Oh, mate, in the back there. Yeah.
Okay,
Dugongs-
so I love the
Dugongs
enthusiasm.
He walks so 6 foot run.
I love the enthusiasm from you, Hunter. But I think you've just conned it out and you haven't really thought about the prediction you've made.
What, my
Because
Yoshi beating-
so
That's
No,
so
but
true.
That's the whole reason I got the Yoshi.
you've conned it out
The
because
Red Rocket. Mate.
you say Strix is going to win, but in order for Strix to win, he probably has to go through Jono and Neotono.
You can do that. That's fine.
That's so unplayable. Look, Ernest is laughing his ass off, dude.
No.
It's so unwinnable.
Wait, okay, well, answer these questions for me.
Okay.
Has Jono beaten? Has Shrix beaten Jono before?
Yes.
Once or twice.
A few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And has Neotono dropped the tournament before?
I hate you so much.
Oh, yeah, has he? Has he?
Has Strix
Has Strix beaten Neotono?
No, but has Neotono lost a game before in his life?
Yes, he's lost.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Players lost the game, dude.
Yeah.
That's
And has
fucking-
my Yoshi won a game? Yeah. So, I genuinely think that maybe it's going to be a J Dizzle Neotono kill, and then a winners finals Shrikar kill Jono.
Yeah, and then
So
he's
you
going
think,
to lose his
so you think
bracket.
Tono is going to be the Slayer?
Yeah, and then I think the Piranha of Steve Guy is going to chew his way up to Phantom Grand Finals and then die to Strix.
Okay, that
My-
makes more sense because it means he only has to beat Jono.
I think Cookie Zack's beating Neotono. That's my bet. He's just. I think anyone that's really good that plays a small character, I'm like Cookie Zack's gonna do it. He's gonna be.
Exactly.
Actually, I take it back. No, because T is from Japan. That's fucked up. Okay, I think Kami's probably gonna beat Neotono. Actually,
I think the person most likely with the best matchup spread is Kanaji.
Yeah.
It's Nick, right?
Ooh.
Wait,
I don't know.
okay, so it's weird, right? Because Game & Watch is so weird. I don't know how Game & Watch actually does to like Pichu. Because I feel like Pichu might do okay. into Game
Yeah,
Watch.
I know Pichu doesn't get, but I know Pichu gets deleted by Snake. So that's just one matchup you can delete. That's his
Diddy
best
Kong.
character deleted. Yeah, he's got Diddy Kong, which
Yeah,
is probably just fine as well. I think
I
he'll
think
take
he's got
that.
the hero.
He will take it. No, he'll take Snake into those two characters. Maybe it's not a shock matchup, but like
Diddy beats Game & Watch as well. I guess the Game & Watch Wolf thing.
oh, that's against Nick. Yeah.
That's endgame. That combo is deadly as hell.
You know, Hunter, I think you're discrediting your own scene. I think the person that has like the highest likelihood to beat Neotono is actually Steve Guy.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
why I said
Man.
Steve
Definitely up
Guy's
there.
going all the way to Grants. Just from
What?
Booster's side.
You just pulled out another name.
No,
dude.
no, he said Steve Guy is gonna go through losers and end up in grand finals and lose his streaks.
Oh, okay. I heard the winners finals. Okay, yeah, makes sense. I think I think Steve Guy has like a super good chance on like doing really well,
Yeah.
like really well.
Steve
What
Guy-
about Brick Enthusiast?
I love Brick Enthusiast.
What?
Brick Enthusiast is right here.
He said last episode that he has no chance. Like,
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Who's Brick Enthusiast?
Is that Ghost?
Ghost, yeah.
Look.
Oh, that's so lame. That's so lame.
By the way,
I'm just not even impressed.
by the way, not to completely spoil seeding, but
Oh my god.
four potential Steve players in the top 16 seeds. So
Wait,
Wait,
what?
4?
Four?
yeah,
So,
One, two.
Seb.
Wait, I don't even know who this other two.
Seb
Who
Ghost,
Boring
Steve
Badger
Guy,
Man.
Yeah,
and...
Jackson Mormont.
Oh, dude, that is so cursed, actually.
Wait, Jix is playing. Steve?
Yeah,
Dude, Jix won their first tournament like a day after playing Steve, and it like wasn't close.
Oh my god, P9's in shambles.
Wasn't that
versus like Kenny's Kazuya? It's fucking hilarious, dude.
Wasn't that like the unranked tournament?
No, it was FNS.
It was an FNS. Okay.
And bro one looked like he wanted to fucking die.
Yeah, fair enough.
I need you to throw that Yoshi to me right now.
Dude, Steve could be the Icey's answer.
Dude, the Redskins mine. You guys can take the tennis ball.
I like the tennis ball one. I like the tennis ball.
I'm taking dibs on the Yoshi counter pick.
You know who's been pogging off recently in Queensland? The Pog Man. Dude, Cruz. He's been like winning in top 3 stuff. Like actually. Man. Like he's looking like he's shaking it up a bit. So.
It's a Vic difference. He lost to One4All, and then he just wasn't the same after that.
Dude, Cruz isn't even going, so we don't even fucking care about him. Why are we talking about Cruz?
Hey, come on, man. Nah.
Yeah.
I'll give it up for Cruz.
Do we, compared to Bam, what is Interstate rep looking like?
It's definitely less.
Yeah.
There's definitely less. You're losing a lot of SA.
Yeah.
Dags isn't here.
No Taicho.
Yeah, like I said, most of SA isn't going. Poppett's not going. That's a top 8. That's a BAM top 8. That's not there. Cherry isn't going actually. Cherry's not going. So
damn, the goat.
Dude, Paul Bowler. Best player on earth.
Yeah, true.
Bussy's not going either. So he's losing a lot of.
The second best player on earth. He was gonna win Gildigo.
Actually, that is the question. Is this tournament? Even if we take let's just take Nier Toner out. Is this tournament harder than BAM? To like, where like, is it hard? Is it harder in general?
Okay.
No, let Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To answer that one, I don't. It's hard to say. It's definitely a truth is revealed on the day, but BAM, Vic has a lot of depth, and I had to realize that one the hard way. And I feel like Radio was 100 seed. If that's a dab or not. And I remember Fontana being like, fucking Radio is 100 seed! What the fuck is this? I'm just gonna get robbed again! He didn't get robbed because he beat Tom Berry to GOAT. But I don't know if the post-COVID babies of Sydney have had enough time in the cooker.
Mm.
But in saying that, I also think that there's a lot of players who are like super X Factor and that they could beat like someone really big.
Dude, like you had Plump, old mate over here. Sorry, but that's notable though, right? That's like
sure.
Come on,
I'm talking like you know, top 3 PR.
Oh, he's not gonna win the tournament. Plum didn't upset a tournament winner.
Yeah. No, I think like the likes of Coleman could drop like a top 5 Vic player or like a top 3 Queensland.
Oh, so that's kind of the severity you're talking about. I thought you were talking about just like good upsets in general. My bad.
There's a few players like King Kaz.
Oh my god.
Mate.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
That's scary.
He might take out a big PR actually.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Flo, you're finished. Like,
you might take out you, mate.
Yeah, I'm probably. I don't want to mention myself.
I feel like but in
no, I'm losing to Metaghost, dude. That's the one I'm losing.
Oh,
to.
Metaghost is interesting. But I feel like BAM is an endurance test if you're like a really good player, because some of these 25 to 40 range Vic players are all really consistently good, and they drain you out. And then you run into King Kaz who's teabagging you and fucking going invisible and critting you with F smash. You're like, oh, I actually think I lose this set. Like, that is it. So I think in short, and the more succinct answer, I think the upset factor is a little bit higher, but the BAM bracket is about the same. Oh, it's a bit more difficult.
If we exclude Nintendo, if Nintendo being in the tournament makes it just harder.
Okay.
Wait,
right,
Jason, what was your...
To win the tournament, it's a harder job than BAM, simply because, and it's really simple, you lose Dags, and you gain DMO and Steve Go.
And on Pheasant.
By saying win, you mean second, right?
What? No, win the tournament. The question was, without Neotono, is this tournament harder to win?
Yeah.
So you mean to get second place if you're just assuming Neotono's there?
No, imagine this tournament doesn't have Neotono in it.
Yeah, I get you.
I
Which
also think
BAM did not have a like top level international player there. But this tournament's obviously harder to win because Neotono was there. That's obvious. But without Neotono there, it's still harder to win because you have more top level representation. Unpheasant's also another one that I forgot.
yeah. Look,
And if you want to add JT, you can add JT in that as well.
Yeah, well, it's all like untested and unproven top level in a major, but you are trading out a few really decent pieces to the puzzle and then putting in a whole state's PR.
Yeah, but the thing with
You're
Vic,
losing,
yeah, but
you're losing
the,
Poppet as well.
the thing with Vic though, like Vic, surprisingly, I'm not sure if this has happened in the past, but every single PR player is going actually. So even in Vic is kind of like the level of Vic is still about the same as BAM, kind of, right? You're missing a few like 20 through 30 players, I suppose.
If a flood happens on the
It's the
main road,
Wi-Fi.
then we
It's the
might win
Wi-Fi.
three.
You're losing
Yeah.
the Wi-Fi kids,
Yeah,
right?
you know, there's no Milk Meme who did very well at BAM and stuff like that. There's no Mod's probably the biggest one, but we're also getting Shen, so he's going to win the bracket. So
Not with the way he's playing.
Nah, dude. Yeah, he's done.
Oh.
It's over for him.
Yeah, it should be really interesting. I don't really know. In the case we have 3 Victorian players and Neotono, I'm not too sure who I'll root for. Probably Big S, and then Neotono. I'll go out to SmashCon, get a kimono, and start
That's
cheering
fucked
myself.
up, dude. Come on, man.
That's completely. That's so evil.
That's so evil.
I think I
Get a kimono.
interpreted like Hunter's question a bit differently, as in like, is it harder for like the average player to perform
My question, by
compared
the way.
to like performing in BAM, right? Like,
Probably the
how
same,
hard is
right?
it to make it out of pools?
Pools,
Or
yeah.
what-
I mean,
what's your
Jason.
winners round 1 and top 64, like so
It would
on.
probably just be the same, wouldn't it?
No, I'll ask Jason actually. You don't need to leak, but like, how are like the bottom seeds of like top 64 looking? Like, are they? Do you reckon they're looking stronger or weaker?
It's probably slightly weaker. Ever so slightly. There's a few things, like a few of the Arsene 5th seeds are like 4th seeds now.
Yeah.
But to be honest, from like 1st seed to 3rd seed, like it's looking pretty similar.
Yeah.
It's definitely quite. I feel like there's going to be the majors are always interesting because my breakout performance was meta shift, and when I came back from meta shift, I was just an infinitely better player. Like I went 0-2 for 4 weeks before meta shift. I go to meta shift, I beat Sad Hour and something clicks, and then
What the fuck?
yeah, and then I start gunning. Start coming 9th and in top 8s.
I hate that.
And
What the hell?
but that happens to that happened to Twirly in OHN. It happened to a lot of my
It
mates.
did! He beat
Yeah.
me! And then became
Yeah.
the best player alive.
Yeah, and it's just so I feel like post fandom, the landscape for at least Sydney will change because there's a lot of mental blocks in this game, and you go in thinking, oh, I can't beat this player because they keep beating me, and it happens 7 weeks in a row, and then you beat someone else and it gives you perspective. It's like, well, fuck, Sad Hour fell to this raw F smash. Like, why won't this person? And it fucking works. So I think the scene itself and fandom, if you were to replicate the Sydney participants from this year to next year, will be a completely different thing. Like, because they're all so new, and the growth will be tremendous, I reckon. So that Sydney 20 to 30 range will be scary, and there's a lot of scary kids coming around. We're definitely the second youngest seed next to SA, so there could be a few upsets or a few heartbreaks coming in.
I hope for New South Wales' sake that it seems like now more than ever that like there's a foundation just with everything, and that's actually what they haven't had for like basically the entirety of Smash 4 and like the start of Ultimate.
Smash
Like,
4.
yeah, dude. Like there was like after Dan left, Dan Saucy Dancer. I know him as Dan because we're close like that, by the way. So I'm just gonna say that.
Cool.
After Dan stopped TOing and stopped playing, it just was like a waterfall effect. Like just like all the top players just like fucking hated themselves and they just wanted to fucking quit. And then all the TOs
Actually,
like one after the other, just like tumbling like fucking dominoes, like just like leaving and hating it and leaving, and then it was like kind of more the same at the start of Ultimate. Like you had Killy and stuff like at the start of Ultimate, and I was like, oh, guys, look at how strong Sydney is. Like Luco, Joe, like look at all these players.
We just said that Joe's playing, isn't he?
Joe is in this bracket.
Yeah.
I actually had a very funny interaction with Chef when I was seating this, because I was at his joint, and then I was like, oh, it says Joe's in this bracket. And I was like, is there another Joe? And he's like, that's Joe McCormick, mate. And I went, well, why didn't you fucking tell me that was Joe McCormick? And he goes, he doesn't play anymore. I'm like, dude, you don't understand. Like, you don't understand what this means.
Got forced out of local.
Dude, this guy, like, it doesn't matter. Like,
he also lives with Smashers, so it doesn't matter.
Dude, you are playing permanently, by the way. These guys, I know for a fact, because...
That's exactly what I mean. You're
Trojans and Ellis, Pat and these two still just play so much fucking Smash. They're addicted, just like always. And if they're in that vicinity with Joe, that means Joe's playing Smash, and you have 3 fucking top level ex-Sydney players playing fucking Smash Brothers together. They're still going to be decent. And so I looked at this, and he was like sitting at like at a 7th seat or something, and I was like, oh, I got to move this guy now. And he's like, no, he's probably like there. And I was like, you fucking dumb dude. Like, this is not how this works. I got to move this guy up. So yeah, Joe's in this bracket. Yeah, Alice and Trojans are in this bracket as well. So
I reckon to opine on the Joe Ellis Trojans thing, Trojans probably has the most data points. It's been really interesting to see how they've shaped up post-COVID, because the scene's definitely caught up to them, if not outgrown. But from Joe's limited appearances, probably a decent shot to make it out of pools. Trojans and Ellis will probably have to pop off and kind of get a bit more spark. But like, obviously very grounded and very good players. But it's,
yeah, I mean, the thing I'm thinking of is that if I told you that Tim made it out of pools at this tournament, you'd probably be like, oh yeah, like obviously like Tim's like pretty good, like ex-Vic PR, like hey, he can make it out. Yeah, Danklin.
Dankman, yeah.
And I mean, Ellis just like beat this guy after like not playing for like 6 months.
Did he? No, he didn't.
No, Tim beat him.
Tim beat him.
No, Tim won. Tim won.
Tim won. 2-1.
That Pixel 100.
Did he?
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah.
It was a good analogy.
It was close.
It was close.
He beat someone.
He did beat someone, but
he beat someone, and I was like, "Oh, that's a good."
It
win.
was like Radio or something like that.
Oh no!
I can find out.
No, not Radio.
Anyway, change that whole analogy except for the person he beat. So, like, obviously, this guy can still make it out, and so can like that's like the whole theme, right? Like, who the fuck knows?
Joe could like beat PR players.
Oh,
like,
well, once you kind of have that intuition and that spark to compete at top level, you'll still be able to flash it and like probably beat someone who's comparable to what you were back then.
Yeah.
I feel like there could just be a moment of, this is 2019 top level Joe, get red 4 times and die to a flip kick. Like that doesn't go away, right?
Yeah. Look, he might die to like 1-2 player Kazuya and like just be like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Wiggle the stick what? But he might like being like top level for like that long and not playing the game, you're not gonna fall for like, you know, you're not gonna like neutral get up into like Roy jab, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's something that like you just don't do anymore once you reach that.
Not versus certain players anyway.
Hey man.
Like you might like get morphed into like tricks and then you'll start hitting them, but like until then, you know, you just don't know how it works. But yeah, this is so fucked that like you guys have like those X like really really good players come, and it's just like this is just like such a weird X factor.
Yeah, it's strange, and like the old guard and the new guard is just so different. I mean, I don't know if there's been a 60% shed of PR in Ausmash history. Like,
Sorry?
60%?
Yeah, well, we lost 6 players. 6 players are now straight out the door, and most of those 6 players were top 5. The only one was Luco, and Luco wasn't even around for a good chunk of the Ultimate era.
Oh shit! Oh okay, I get what you mean.
So like, and I remember that you don't realize. Sydney's interesting because you realize just how much the game has grown. Because you have some players who are kind of on hiatus, and then they come back and they're losing to Kenosaurus, and he's screaming "die" or Paris to Coolbat. But then you've got guys like Luco who fucking go inactive, and then they're seemingly untouchable unless you're DMO. So yeah, I wonder if Luco. I don't know if Luco's competing actually.
Luco is competing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Based on my information of him being in the bracket.
That's nice.
Luco Phantom power up.
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
I reckon it's gonna be. If I were to guess innately, I'm good friends with DMO, but I actually reckon it's gonna be Unpheasant Steve guys, the 2 Sydney reps in top 8.
You don't think Demo's getting top 8?
I think DMO needs more large
P9, mate.
experience.
Mm.
Because like he's DMO's undoubtedly our second best player, as it stands. But DMO's play style is, I think, accretive to. I now kind of know what this feels like next time. I'm gonna do really well.
You feel like it's kind of like, oh my god,
The Benjamin dude.
dude. No, you reckon it kind of could be like a Luma Poppet situation? Like, we know that Luma is like the best player, but like Poppet, I think, has like a really good track record of just doing so well interstate, like regardless, because of just like a mental.
I mean, yeah, like Jordan's like mindset and like it's kind of a meme, but like actually like fundamentals, like they're just like so good, and so
it's why he can play like
there's no X factor.
He can play anyone in the cast and like still be pretty decent.
There's no X factor with him, right? You see what you get. That's what it is.
Yeah, he actually
it's
just
Game Watch Wolf. Like, who cares?
He doesn't care who you are. He just sees you and like what you do, and he was like, "Well, you jump here, I'm gonna hit you. Doesn't matter."
Like, I was definitely of the thought that like he had like plateaued and like he's just like done, and he's just like coming for a farewell tour or whatever the fuck you want to call it, right?
Sweet
like
16.
Yeah, one last ride, you know, like Michael Jordan's last ride, you know what I mean? But like, he's just too good to be bad.
MJ's last ride is he gets a 60. He's like, oh well.
Yeah, dude.
GG's, man. I love it.
And on the comparison as to why is DMO not going to do maybe not do as well as Unpheasant will do is purely because of the X factor the character brings. I definitely think there's a few characters which is just really good at a major until you've got your footing.
Yeah.
And Byleth is at times quite committal. Kind of, like can blow you up, but you can whiff an F smash and get rolled. Whereas
they're like a solid, consistent character, but like it's not like something you've never seen before, right? And it's like you compare that to like Ices or like Mario, right? And it's just like you like could just like misread a like a risk reward for something, and then Unpheasant like grabs you and you're like 40 and you're like, I'm fine, and then like he kills you off the top and you're like, well, what the fuck? That could just happen. And I also think it's a bit of like the Wi-Fi. It's like the Wi-Fi kid blood, like it's kind of like they're so hungry and they all just like lab out advantage state that like you like misread once and you could just like lose your stock because they're like twirly freaks.
Well, Unpheasant, I've played J-Dizzle now, so J-Dizzle takes the mantle, but Unpheasant is the second hardest player I've ever played in my life.
Really?
Like, I find him harder than Steve Guy, I find him harder than DMO, harder than Shrix, and harder than any other PR interstate otherwise I've played.
Damn. How many times have you played him?
I think 3 times now, and I've yet to not get 4-stocked. It's just like...
4-stocked?
That's what it is, man. He just...
Two
3 stocks you into the fucking...
Okay.
Yeah, no, I do. Like, it feels like I may as well just fucking drop the controller.
Dude, you like almost low-key gaslit me. I was like, are we playing with like 4 stocks? Like the entire time? Have I been just like trolled?
Haven't you checked the Sydney rule set?
Oh mate, don't get me started.
WarioWare and Castle Siege.
Incineroar is coming out, mate.
Dude, when Unpheasant like changes the meta so hard, you need to add an extra stock.
Are we gonna talk about the rule set?
I don't want... Dude.
Hey, Shamu can't get JV forward.
Well, okay, so here's
Yeah,
the
you can get
thing.
JV5, mate.
You get JV5. Fucking, if Unfezant does really well, the immediate option select by Victorians is going to be, well, yeah, you just
No
stacked the
Marios.
rule set in his favor.
Well, the
Alright.
rule set I don't even think is in his favor, to be honest. If I'm gonna.
Oh,
be-
Yoshi. Yeah, and that means Mario.
Yeah,
like,
I think the Mario rule set. I think if anything, you're chopping Steve Guy fucking bias here on the rule set.
true.
You reckon?
Yeah, absolutely. I can't remember the specifics, but I know we definitely got into it with Ghost last week.
Okay, but so Lilac, I thought Lilac would also be super good for Steve.
No,
No, it's his
no,
worst.
no,
It's
this is
instant
the
ban.
trap, Hunter. No,
It's instant ban, dude.
it's either instant ban or they like fuck you because they like
Yeah,
are so
exactly. It's the
confident.
matchup
They love it.
dependent.
So
Yeah.
the thing with Lilac is you only get iron, which is sounds good, but it also means that your
You have to
resource
you mine
variety is scarce.
slower. Yeah, you mine
Exactly.
slower.
and you mine slower, right?
And also, you can't like place blocks on like the corners or whatever because of the stage tour, right?
Well, yeah,
The,
well,
the blocks are like weird.
So, if you can't rush Steve down, then Lilac is like you have 100% win rate on Lilac. But if you can rush Steve down, he doesn't like Lilac.
well, let's be real. If Steve Guy wins fandom or does super well, the narrative isn't going to be the rule set. It's going to be the character.
I'll be
He-
thinking about the rule set.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. Nah, Hunter's
everyone will
right.
be like, "Fucking Steve!" And that will progress.
I don't believe in stages, anyways. So
Yeah, I'm.
I don't know what I'd think if Steve Guy won Phantom.
I'd be shocked.
I
Over
don't
the
know
Inferno?
what my initial. Yeah.
If he double eliminated Antono,
He'd have to be Jono and Neotono, and I just can't see that happening.
I
Who
can
the
see him
fuck-
beating
how the-
Tono more than I can see him beating Jono.
To be honest.
Like, I
But,
don't
like,
think.
It's also incredibly reasonable that he might lose to It's incredibly reasonable that. Actually, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
he could lose to you, Connor. You always beat him.
No, but
Hey,
that doesn't count, bro.
Doesn't count.
Look, it's also it's.
I'm gonna be cheering in the background, mate.
I mean,
you're gonna do
there's
it.
so many different scenarios. That's why I'm low-key more excited for this bracket than Bam. Like, Bam was obviously exciting, but, like, you have an actual... Okay, so, with Bam, did anyone actually think that, like, Kanaji or Luco or Spammage could, like, win this tournament?
No.
Not really. I was like, I give Spammage, like, the most 0.1% chance to win this bracket.
Just
If she, like, plays it really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, she's the only person, and even then it was slight. Steve Guy is like, he has like a 33 and a 10% chance of winning. Like, this guy is like actually like, there's like I'm looking at 4 people that can probably win this tournament, and he is there, and they're all contenders, dude. Like,
Who's the 4?
I would say obviously there's Neotono and Jono, and I think obviously Strix is good enough.
My man. Now, well, I wanted to ask this question to you guys, and Jason already knows the answer, but I'll ask it anyways. Where would you seed Steve Guy? First
Wait, you
major.
can't. That's
Well, Jason
that's
can't
too
answer
hard.
it.
That's
Can
such
you-
a hard question.
It's a good one, right?
Actually, it's not even that hard. Wait, no, it is hard.
Because you're upset. So Steve Guy has had very minimal Oz PR exposure, and to just put him above other people who
Yeah.
have heaps of exposure
I
is a bit
think-
insulting. But you
I think no. I think you put him. I think you probably put him 1 below Strix. That's it.
so probably third. Was
I
what
don't
you're
know.
saying?
Well, you have Neotono,
That's it.
Jono.
Okay,
Really?
well, by the way,
Okay.
I think everyone is in agreement that he is in this category, right? But the question is like, I understand what you're saying. You're saying like, in terms of Hunter's question, you're asking like, where do you think Steve Guy is would be ranked if all these players were like ranked? Like, where would you put him, right? Kind of. But really, like, all I'm doing is avoiding Jono Strix in semis
yeah.
with this seeding.
Well, that makes it. I'm like, it's more or less of a where would you rank them? Because like, with all reason, without any data points, you'd be like, well, we all know Steve Guy's really good, but would you put him above Ghost, or would you put him at like 7th or 8th?
Yeah.
I think you put him above Ghost.
Yeah, because like for me, I'd put him at 4th or 5th.
That's I put him in that echelon where it's kind of like, okay, so you have like the best players of each state, right? You have like Ghost. You have like Jix.
Oh.
I actually don't even know with Queensland, right? Queensland's weird. It's like Jix, Spammage, and Bro1 are all kind of like together, right? You have Luma, and for Sydney you have Steve Guy, right? I think Steve Guy is kind of like, I would put him above like Queensland, above Ghost, above like every other, like, because I think like beating Strix is like massive.
Yeah.
And-
Oh, it is one dot point. Because then where would you put Chisel?
It's one dot point, right?
Yeah,
But it's also like,
because there's no exposure.
You know who
But,
else has been Strix?
it's such a
Fucking-
pure consistency.
Yeah.
That it's like I think you give it up for that,
Yeah.
Um,
He's-
purely just for that.
I'm also curious, when you do seedings between majors, do you base it off of the general thing of the past major or like what they've been doing locally recently?
Well, it's always been you've always had bias if you do well at like majors
Yeah.
in seeding. But like BAM is kind of like you can't stiff someone or like praise someone too hard for like
Elliot fucking
BAM up.
90th seed in fucking Tanton.
It's not just Patrick Elliott. It's like Luca as well. You know, like we all get one. It's like
What is like Larry, you know, who's like probably like did overperformed. Like, does he get? Like,
yeah, Larry
massive
had like a
boost?
monster run.
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean Larry's gonna be seeded like top 16.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's also like I'll bring it back to a mate, but like Plump, that's now 2/33.
Is it Plump
What?
or Plamp?
Plump.
Fuck.
But Plump's like
What is,
late,
Plump?
what is
late teens in
Plamp,
Sydney.
bro?
Plamp. But yeah, Jovi's like late teens in Sydney, but now 2/33. No other dot points. What do you do? It's a really weird kind of
Two
scenario.
33rds.
Yeah, if, Phantom 2020 and now BAM.
That's crazy. Phantom 2020, he got 33rd.
Beat I think Trojans.
Oh, that's crazy.
And beat Temper. And Temper got the run back in BAM.
Temper
so-
was that was when Temper was like PR, right?
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah.
Temple was definitely a name to beat. So
And Temper as well, 17th at BAM or something ridiculous like that. You know?
Yeah.
So
it's really hard to gauge between majors because it's like 3 months.
Yeah.
25th, mate.
one. That's one, right?
I just worked it out.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's all weird.
Mm.
Like, I'm looking at this now, and it's like, you could actually just move anybody anywhere, and it would look fine.
So,
Mm.
is it just you doing sitting this time? Or you don't have to consult other states that much compared to BAM? Like,
I don't have to consult other states that much because they released all their rankings in the last, like, few weeks.
oh, it's pretty nice.
So, really, it's like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in, and if they're like, oh, by the way, this guy's like a freak, I'll be like, all right, I'll move it up. But I did ask for Queensland because they haven't released anything.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Hunter, are you excited for any of the melee internets coming? Because
Dude.
that's another massive
Let's talk about
thing.
Melee. Yes.
Oh, mate.
It's
I did see none is dropping out. So
Yeah, and
J-Mook
J-Mook.
dropped it as well.
what?
Yeah, which is
no,
disappointing.
no.
J-Mook.
Dude, he might be like
J-Mook
might be
got
the
COVID.
best looking Smash player of all time.
He's
by
so
the way.
handsome.
Let's calm down.
Oh,
No, like name another Smash player that looks better than him.
Joshman.
Yeah.
I,
That's cheating, dude.
actually Spud.
Oh, they actually finished the seating, by the way. I can look at the melee seating, and I don't really
Well,
have any
actually-
connection to this, so I can just leak this if you want me to.
You probably should.
I'm
Probably
assuming
should.
Zane- I'm assuming Zane is first. That's just so obvious, right?
Zane is first seed, yes.
Yes, it'd be Zane like
Are we always saying
Zane IBDW.
I'm looking at it. That's a new...
Where's Josh Man? Just where's Josh Man?
Joshman is 5th seed.
Oh, really?
Oh,
This
What
is
is
so. What if this gets weird traction because we leaked the seeding and all
Is
the
he,
melee?
is he the only
GG
Australian-
Raiders.
Is he the only Australian top 8?
He is the only Australian seed in top 8. And that's all I'm going to say, because this has freaked me out.
Yeah, dude. Toph is calling.
And
him,
also,
he's
the
like,
hog is 141st.
Let's go the hog.
it's just on Reddit.
So massive.
Melee Phantom seeding. Josh
Because-
Man fifth.
Let it be known that the hog is a threat.
I mean,
Melee and Ultimate take place at different times, right, for top 8?
Yeah, no. As far as I believe, that's correct.
So we can all watch Melee, right? Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
so
keen.
what I think's gonna happen, and I think I can say this is that, I think they're probably finalizing as we speak, like a schedule, so that basically we can do like most of Ultimate Bracket, and then top 8 Melee, and then finish off Ultimate Bracket later on.
But yeah,
okay.
I'm still so sad J-Mook's not coming.
yeah, it sucks. Me and Connor have a running joke about J-Mook actually.
I actually didn't realize that Kadoran is here.
Yeah,
as
Yeah,
well.
coming,
Kadoran.
right?
Yeah.
What's that running joke?
Well, Connor came over to my house when he was up in Sydney, and we had Maccas and we watched Genesis finals.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, we did a few side bets on it, and I'm like, there's no way J.
Oh my god, you lost all.
No.
Oh, you lost money! Oh my god,
We
you let
both,
Connor
we
win
both
money.
lost money. We both lost money. But I was
There's
like, yeah,
no way.
there's no way J. Mook wins this. And then he wins this. I'm like, well, J. Mook's getting 3-0'd in finals, and then J. Mook got 3-0'd. I wasn't a Mookster, but I am now.
He beat Zane. Like,
Yeah.
He double eliminated Zane.
Oh, double.
actually.
So it's
It was fucked.
it's Zane, Mango, Kadoran, and
RBW.
Cody. Dude, what an man.
And there's more. There's quite a.
There's more. There's
more.
I don't know.
Polish.
I don't know
Polish
who
is a very
Polish
good
is.
peach player. Very good peach player.
But Null and
Polish?
Yeah.
Lucky are here as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Nolan Lucky, dude. Oh, I get to meet these people. That's so fucking exciting, actually.
I'm gonna expand
And the
my
funniest-
alien glasses.
This is so weird, but you know how they have like prefixes for like sponsors? But Lucky's just made his name Mango's
Yeah,
friend.
it's Mango's
Yeah.
friend. Yeah,
Right.
he's been up there for
Lucky.
Yeah, dude, it's so
Okay.
good. It's so good.
It's his I think Mango's just sponsoring him and KJH. Because KJH is the same.
Oh yeah, it's like a buddy system thing.
Dude,
Like,
I have another leak as well, but I'm not gonna say anything. But
Oh, come on,
I
Jason.
actually can't, I just remembered. No, I actually cannot say this. I will get done in. I'll get done in.
Post.
No, I'm not actually. I'm not telling any of you. Sorry,
Oh,
but I just wanted to like brag that I knew who's. Yeah.
someone's coming.
You're so cool and exclusive.
yeah, man.
I don't know if I
Really?
can. I don't know if I can leak. I'm gonna ask Ben.
What? Someone's coming. Someone's coming. Maybe left and end up chopping.
Hey, but you see how he had restraint there before he leaked, though, Anthony.
Okay.
But who do you guys want to if?
No, yeah. If you could get a photo of one person, who would it be? You can only choose one though.
Or me?
Yeah, or everyone gets to choose. You can only have, it's only one person.
Go
Like,
first,
coming.
Hunter.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's I really want Mango because I think we're kindred spirits. But my girlfriend would be pissed off if I didn't get one of Zane.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
That's so
Yeah,
funny.
she does. She's got a minimal connection to Smash Brothers, but she likes Zane's skits and yeah, he's good
Zane's-
looking. His skits
He's
are
a funny guy.
Yeah, fair
His
enough.
Marge Simpson impression is pretty good. So
Give it up.
Alright.
either or.
What about-
either or.
What about you? You seem like a Cody type of guy. Ernest. I'm joking.
Fuck off. What the
I think we're all Zane fans actually here.
Dude, as if you think
Yeah.
I'm a Cody fan.
Yeah.
That's no. I'm a Wizzy dude. I'm a Wizzy fan,
Oh, you're
but
a
Wizzy's
Wizzy,
not
yeah.
coming, so I don't care. I'll get a photo with Joshman actually.
Yeah, that's good.
Nice.
That's good. I'll give it up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my photo with Kadoran. That's my go.
Nice. Yep. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I'll get one of Zane. I think. But I would have said Leffen if he came here. If it was Leffen.
Fuck,
Well, if this leak is Leffen, I'm just guessing.
Dude,
Then,
chop
like-
Joshman.
No, I'll choose Zane then.
I'd do Leffen purely out of how hard it would be to get a photo with Leffen without calling you.
Have you
calling
guys-
a dipstick.
Dude, have you guys seen like the really funny like someone did like a drawing thing or like reminiscing like a memory they have with Zane? Oh, sorry, no, with Leffen, where Leffen kept running into the fire exit door as the entrance, like over and over throughout the entire weekend. And this guy's just like eating his burrito and he just keeps opening it for Leffen every morning. He's like, Leffen, that's the exit door. And he's like, oh yeah, cool, thanks. And then the next day it happens again. It's actually such a Leffen thing too.
Oh my
You like
God.
think about like how much of a freak this guy is. He's got the Sherlock, you know. He like doesn't know the solar system, but he knows like the spacing of like fucking Foxshine.
Hmm.
Oh.
I mean, I'd love to meet Plup and Armsa. I think they're my two melee goats.
Yeah, Plop's one of my goats.
I'd give it up for Plop and Armstead.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, look, it's weird to think because we're like a huge Ultimate country. Like that's a lot of our player base
Yeah.
is Smash Ultimate. But for fandom to be like as high profile as a Smash tournament will get, but it's melee skewed for fandom is interesting, but it's really welcome. Like it's like a really cool thing to have. Like I never thought we'd see Mango in this country again.
Yeah, I'm just excited to actually finally be in the crowd to witness
Yes, same.
melee event.
Same.
Because like you see it all the time in the US. You're like, dude, I'd love to watch at least one of these like live one day. It probably will never happen,
same.
but now it's happening. So
Exactly.
now you can like have that Game 4, Genesis 4 situation of like Mango Leffen or something and be like, oh my god.
No, dude, it's
Mango Leffen
it's
Genesis.
Joshman Mango.
Or something like
It's gonna-
that. You know, actually
gonna
have
be
like
so good.
panic and
Josh-
the throes of it. So
The most coolest thing about this Phantom is that this is like at Joshman's peak. Like he came off like a 4th at a major, right?
that's insane.
So there's a very likely chance.
What did he win?
Josh-
What's the crowd? What's going to happen to the crowd? Like, just
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you haven't had like an Australian major with like so many internationals where like the Aussie has like a good chance to like really pop off. You know, like really pop up against like the top. We're not talking about like Jono popping off against Mr. R, right? We're talking about like Joshman could potentially pop up on like fucking who knows
just
what.
saying that's
like
going to be the
Fedora
hard, like
yeah.
it's not going to be the hard one, right? Because he kind of got shut on by Zane, and he's probably
Yeah.
going to run into Zane.
Yeah,
That's the
I don't know.
only killer.
Zane's like
Yeah.
this massive freak.
Zane's the like, but he can definitely beat literally everyone else. So
I made the joke about rooting for Neotono, but I feel like we like competing as states, but there's minimal moments where we actually get to just all get in one group
Yeah.
and cheer for like
Yeah.
a common
Yeah.
cause. And I wish Ultimate had it, but fuck, we're gonna make the most out of it for Melee, hey?
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
I mean, dude, EG3 was like fucking wild.
With,
No,
um,
it was 3, yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Dude.
wild for 4 as well. Like, it wasn't as competitive, but the Jono Mr. R set was like batshit crazy, I think. I don't know. Maybe I remember that because that was my first major. But like, there's been some like pretty sick moments. Also,
Like,
like
have you?
the salty sweep at Expand Gong 4 was fucked, where Ben like makes
Up B.
Oh, upbeat.
yeah the
guitar.
upbeat.
That's
And
so
everyone's
funny.
and like the internets are just like, dude, this guy's like a monster. And he's like, yeah, dude. He gets like arrested the next day. Oh.
Did that
yeah.
happen?
wait, Ben Gold got arrested.
Don't think he
about
was at
that.
the.
Ben Gold ended up in a police car. Yeah.
It's so.
For no context whatsoever. Ben Gold ended up in a police car at Expand Gong 4.
Oh wait, yeah, true. Like Phantom, we had like a camaraderie going with all the states as well against Dark Wizzy.
That was
Even
so
Dark
lost
Wizzy-
though. Like Ben
Dark Wizzy
Ben
was just like diffing everyone.
It was depressing. It
It
was,
was.
depressing. But I mean,
that's why Ernest is saying is like, yeah, it's like doable now.
yeah.
So,
This
like-
is like triple the chance. Or
Just
something.
for the not our game. So
Yeah, not our
No,
well,
no,
I
even
think
also-
our game is also like completely doable.
yeah, it's doable.
according to you, not to Ghost. By the way.
That's just one person's opinion, mate.
Yeah, I know. It's just interesting. It's interesting. It's controversial.
Where is Neotono ranked in Japan? I know Neotono was a huge 2019 name, but does anyone know?
He's
where...
a huge like all-time name.
Yeah.
He's like legacy and
Dude, Neotono was the savior.
Brawl Olimar.
Was the Smash 4 savior.
yeah, dude. The last Evo, he got
The
third.
last Evo.
He was the chosen one.
He was a little monkey in a corner full of witches, dude.
And in Ultimate, he got 9th at Evo. You know,
I
Okay.
think Knife had Frostbite as well, which is
And he
like,
got Knife he's just like a mega freak. Like he's
yeah, he'll perform.
He taught Proto Banham, beat him by the way at the last like major he went to. I don't know where he's ranked, but like the last major he went to, he got 3rd and he beat Proto and like some other really good players.
Well, the thing is, Japan, even if he's not ranked at high, I mean, right now it's pretty clear. I think Japan's probably the best country
Yeah,
in the
Japan's
world.
fucked.
Like you even see Double Down, it's half of them are Japanese players.
Mm.
Like, and like it just recently, like Ken and Shuton winning like and gone grands and
Yeah.
like at Battle BC and winning the crown thing. They're just too strong.
It's Kente and Proto in winners, right?
What's his name? Akola. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you've got you had players upset Akola as well. So
I
my
think
God, Falco.
so. I think near Tono, even if he's like, who cares? Even if this guy's 50 Japan, he's probably like top 100 in the world in freak. Yeah.
Like he's not probably top 100 in the world.
No, he
He's
is,
like,
but like he's probably
yeah.
like top 50 Japan might mean top 50 in the world. Like,
It's just like you just have like this depth, right?
Yeah.
So you are like so deep in like how good you are. It's like kind of like Victoria, right? It's just like Radio is like 100th seed, but you could like Radio could beat like a
Guys,
PR player
Victoria's
in a different state.
Japan.
No, but that is like
Yeah, I know.
that. It's true though. Like, let's just be real, right? Like Radio's like 100 seed at BAM to me is still incredibly mind-boggling.
Yeah. So do we think anyone's gonna like have a particular performance this time around compared to the previous major? Like, I wouldn't say like there's been a lot of change in between. Like, has it only been like a 2-month period, right?
I mean, there's been a change. I mean,
there's been a okay.
dude, there's been a change up in Vic, low key.
But like those
there?
guys performed well.
I feel like
at
nothing's
BAM.
happened.
Like Ernest performed, Zaz performed, and
Did I perform?
oh, but you're talking about like
I got what I
Few
seeded.
and
I'm talking about like,
Northcotes
dude, like
and
10 to 15 is just like all out of whack. Dude.
Jeans. Yeah.
None of these people are going though, so it's kind of different.
You know who I have like my soul read will like do better. It's Patrick Bateman.
yeah, I think.
I think he
Home
has
ground
like.
It's gonna be pretty hard to do worse than what he did at BAM, to be
No,
honest.
but I think he thinks. He's
But
gonna
I
be
think he will
good.
like he will do good. Like potentially
Like
he might get
ninth or
like
something.
9th or top 8. There's a chance. He might be C guy. Who knows?
My guesses are I think if Fez gets to winner's side day 2, that's
yeah.
dangerous because
Yeah.
that's when Fez is a bit more comfortable. She's probably kinda content.
That's the
And now-
5 is really reassuring.
Yeah. And then I also think just by virtue of how talented he is, I think Shmui will have a good performance. That no other states Victoria I guess has Piggins and Merc now, but no other states having a Pikachu at that point is
Dude, no one in Victoria knows how to play against Pikachu.
it's fucked. It's so scary. You get back ed once and you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and then you fucking get down ed and you're like, that sucks.
Honestly, unironically, out of like, I mean, my Pikachu stint was not very long, but like, unironically, Matt Bab was like the hardest player. Matt Bab and Macarp were the hardest players to like play Pikachu into low key.
They're both not going. They both could have done something. They both would have performed better at Phantom if they came.
Yeah.
Matt Bab's going.
No,
Not anymore.
he cancelled. Yeah,
Oh, did he?
yeah. According to Twitter, yeah.
Well, let's just move you.
Yeah, so Fez and Shmui, and then the Unprovens. Those are my 2 guesses,
Yeah.
and also
Totally.
my Yoshi. My Yoshi's gonna.
Yo Yoshi.
Do we?
Yeah.
is
I don't know
there-
about Vic.
What
I
about
don't think
Fontana?
anyone's gonna do better than Vic.
Sean hasn't played all that much. I think Phantom's his last hurrah before he becomes a proper adult.
Really? Damn.
yeah.
That sucks.
But I think Sean has done this a few times, and it's never really gonna go away. He's just kind of good. Like he's
Just
gifted
always
on the
there.
sticks, and he has the right stuff. Like he's just one of those players who knows when he's gonna get the hard read, and he knows when the other player's panicking, and then you get cargo through. So Sean, I don't really know who suits that description in
It's Harris.
yeah, well, who's not a Donkey Kong.
Yeah, but it's still Harris. Like
yeah.
he cannot play. Like there was this period of time where Harris didn't go to anything, right? And we were like, this guy's probably just washed, and he just comes back and just like beats 2 PR players, and it's like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
What the
That's-
Dude, he didn't play for like four months and then got second at the Pixel.
I hate that so
It
much.
is, yeah, having the greatest clip of all time.
I mean, low key.
Yeah.
Look,
Um,
I think Jason, you're gonna do well. You should do better as well at this event.
Yeah, maybe. Might take out a few first seeds as planned. So
I-
who knows?
No, I think Fontana will make it out of pools, I reckon. Unless he runs into something truly awful, like 8 Luigis.
Yeah, like Jason's Falco.
Yeah,
It's Falco.
Fontana's not in the bracket.
Oh,
Isn't
that's a
he?
bit scary.
well, that's awkward.
Is he not Fontana? Is he something else?
Oh god, is he BKB Fontana?
No.
He would be BKB something, right?
He's my doubles partner, so I fucking hope he is.
The name Fontana is not in this bracket.
Try BKB and then see.
No,
if there's...
BKB is nothing, dude. There's no prefixes on this page.
Oh, that's kind of awkward.
You found out on the podcast.
He's in Pack Hydro's doc. You're spelling Fontana wrong, I'm sure. Fontana.
How else would you spell it, dude? That's obviously the way I'm spelling it, dude.
Fontana, like there's 2 N's.
There's no 2 N's. There's 1 N.
Like
I know how to spell
Montana,
it.
Like Hannah Montana, that's
Dude.
2 N's.
I'm looking at it, dude. Fontana, exactly how you spelled it. 0 out of 0. He's got a different name on Smash GG.
Yeah, he's probably got a different name.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's his name? What's his actual name?
Dude.
Sean.
It's Sean Fontana, right?
Sean
Yeah.
Fontana.
How do you spell Sean?
I can't.
Actually, this is a good one. Yeah, how do you spell
Dude.
Sean?
Attendees, permission required. I can't look at the attendees list for you, dude. I need permission.
No, he's coming. He's my dubs partner. He would never.
You need to DM him like right now.
What's his name? Is he
drive over
Mango?
to his fucking house.
Is he Mango?
This podcast.
Is he Mango Tango? All caps.
Oh fuck! I wish he was
That's a good
Mango
name.
Tango.
That's a good.
Mango
name.
Tango's a fucking good tag, hey.
Is he far in the venue?
I was gonna change.
Is he Thicky VV 6969?
I was gonna change my tag to Roman Wombat 900 if we won that Fall Guys game. Yeah. That's my random Fall Guys name I got generated. And if we won with you, Hunter, if you carried hard enough, I would have been Roman Wombat 900 on stream potentially.
Jason, what are you talking about, dude? I'm literally on Start GG. He's right there. Oh my god.
Dude, you suck.
Ultimate singles, ultimate doubles.
Maybe your permissions got blocked.
Unlucky.
I think Star GG's just fucky sometimes.
Yeah.
You spelled it wrong, didn't you?
Bro, where are my 15 and 16 pools? They're not on the page, dude.
Oh my god.
Dude, someone's copying Fontana as 300 seed, and it's gonna be sad
No,
as
not
hell.
Why is it here? You stupid fucking website.
How good's the rebrand, hey?
Yeah,
Bro.
man.
It works.
It's
so
fine.
great.
Look, I like the colours.
Permission
I like
about
the
how
colours
shit
more.
this website
Bro,
is.
there's Fontana. Look at him.
He's got a little DK photo. Yeah, nah, he who's the up and coming Vic player? Who's coming?
We-
Who's
Thomas,
who's
we
the
talked.
kid-
We talked.
I don't
It's
think
Thomas.
he's coming.
It's Thomas. We toxic feud.
Yeah,
mate.
but is he? I don't think he's coming though.
he is not coming.
Uh
Like I said, it's pretty just top end Vic, right?
yeah. It's all 14 PR. I saw that little photo.
Yeah.
All the little circles.
I mean, yeah, it was also
Malakoff. Malakoff.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he
Yeah.
was at BAM and yeah.
Is
But like he's probably gotten better since BAM.
Probably.
Even so like.
well, someone told me that Malakoff is certainly PR.
Or maybe.
If
No, he's
Yeah.
certainly PR. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
certainly PR.
Yeah.
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 Is he really?
Yeah.
He got second at the Rambat.
Second at the Rambat, second at the Pixel. Not the Pixel, the Temple.
I'll give it up.
Yeah.
And like the
That's-
last
yeah.
Rambat wasn't like great. It was like still fine, right? Like
But this
we
is
are-
a super.
we are fine.
This is
we are
assuming
fine
this is a
bosses.
15 PR, right?
No,
I think he's
top
probably
10.
10. I think he's probably top 10.
Yeah, he's probably like 8.
Dude, he beat Bin at that Rambat, dude, and like got second. And Double Limb beat as well. Like that's like
That's-
such so
crazy.
good. He won the Temple the day before, and then he got second at the next Temple.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I think Luigi's really good in Sydney. I think that's a good character.
You guys
Oh,
don't have.
mate.
You guys don't have Luigi's.
Oh, mate, yeah, yeah.
No, we do. We've got Olag and Kenosaurus, who are they're not. Yeah. not
Olag,
quite
the most
Malakoff.
honest Luigi alive, apparently.
Oh yeah, it's super honest. It's 60% grab, and then you're gonna get up smash. That's the Olag memo. And then he commentates for you while he's fucking you up. It's great.
Damn.
Fez
I
loves.
thought you were gonna say like he get 60%. You get grabbed and he does forwarder for the culture. I was like, all right.
Yeah, no.
No, he just hard reads you. Fair enough.
I feel like we Kanga and Fierce are the two players who are like, we are the Zona players. That is our thing. And Sumi, I guess, is kind of like a
Who
hybrid.
does Fierce play?
Samus now.
Oh, I thought they were Game and Watch.
Yeah, Samus Game Watch co-man.
Okay.
Um, But like the rest of them are kind of a lot of interactive characters, and Luigi kind of froths on that one.
Except for Steve, actually.
Except for Steve. Steve guy attends not a whole bunch, so I tend to forget
It's like
about him in the
Herobrine.
landscape. Yeah, but he is those
Phantom
three
Menace. Yeah.
are the least Luigi immune, and I think the rest of Sydney's high level players are not Luigi immune at all.
Dude, do you know who could do well now that they're not in like a massive rut and they're going to stuff? Easy call.
Or Easy Call or King Kaz.
It's just not even a question. Stop comparing. I reckon. About
Wait,
that one.
really?
Yeah.
Dude,
Do you watch King
For King
Kaz?
Kaz?
I watched a bit of him, but
I played him.
No,
Wi-Fi.
listen, I'm asking Jason.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I got told the same thing about Tonberry, dude. What the fuck happened?
No. King
It's
Kaz
different.
is different.
Yeah. Nah.
King Kaz is the best.
Dude,
Straight up.
we're all talking about storylines about like this year's majors, but it actually is just like comparing which of our heroes are actually the true goats.
It's the heroes arm race. because
My
they're gonna beat
heroes.
Steve's,
Yeah,
right?
this is our proxy war.
Yeah, the best Pac-Man. Who cares that one? Best
wait,
hero.
so
That's
you
only
think
one we
Easy
want.
Cole's like 10 times, not 10 times, but like,
Not 10 times better, but like, I'm not really thinking too hard about it.
Is Jason frozen? I can't tell.
No.
No,
No,
he's-
it's just not.
Yeah,
It's just
I know,
not
I
thinking
know.
too hard right now.
He's frozen out of range at the mere suggestion that King Kaz is the goat. Have you
The thing
seen?
with-
Did you
the
see
thing
him
with
low
heroes-
profile of Joker?
Oh, with what? Down tilt?
He fucking crouches under Joker up smash.
Oh, he's a genius.
That's winning fandom kind of caliber.
Oh man, I don't want to verse a hero.
How much time has? This is like a good question. Like, how much time has everyone been put into prepping for Phantom? Because like, I think I've not played a single game this week besides EBS, and the thing is, I'm way more excited for Phantom than BAM. I don't know. I think I was honestly a little bit let down by the BAM experience. Like, and that was my first major. I'm like, oh my god, it's my first major. Everyone says they're so hyped, and like, it's just a big Ranbat with
I mean,
a couple of new faces.
To
But
be
I
honest,
think, I think traveling is the fun part.
well, BAM, and this is what everyone's always said is that like, BAM's never the major that you go to and you're like, oh yeah, this is like, it's too big, right? Like to have that Australian Smash major like feel to it. And this was the original complaint about BAM 9 when we moved into the convention center. Was that it's actually just too big. There's too much space, it's open. It's like
Maybe.
very very sweaty in terms of like Smash, like you want to do well at, like BAM's the big one. And it's definitely different for us because when we go somewhere, we're like, oh, guys, where are we going for food? Like, where are we doing this, doing that? And then people come here for BAM, and it's like, oh, dude, where are we going for food? Oh, mate, go visit my good friend Andy at the South Melbourne McDonald's down the road, mate. Like, let's fucking have a go. Let's go to Sam. Let's do all that fucking jazz. But like you said, the fun part is traveling out of state. And it's definitely like, yeah, all this stuff. So, I mean, I obviously can't speak for non-Victorians, but that's how it's always felt to me, is that BAM is like the sweaty major and like everything else is like...
You're not a tourist when you're at BAM.
yeah. It's because you live here now, Anthony. It's not the same.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I mean, the only thing that made me feel like, oh, this is a bit of a different environment was like when I was playing Spammage and there were a lot of people watching. I was like, whoa, there's like fucking 30 people behind me. But I was like, other than that, it's like just felt like a normal tournament.
How about
I
you,
don't
Hunter?
know.
Yeah, there's part of I agree a bit of it. I really enjoyed BAM, but I feel like the space was so shared, and we had the little Smash box. And so like sometimes I remember asking Beat, who was my pool captain, hey, can I play on that monitor over in the corner so my friends can watch? It kind of had that monthly hybrid. I'm coming in here to compete, but there's not much wiggle room for other factors.
Yeah.
And I think that purely comes from the fact that it's such a shared space and it's such a shared tournament. And then you've got the whole thing of, well, fandom is like the genesis to BAM's Evo kind of comparison. Obviously downscaled.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. And also, I just think the spectating wasn't as good as I thought. I think spectating this, like both Melee and Ultimate, are gonna be hype. Like, even like if Nito does end up demolishing everyone, like, or just end up winning, we could still have a really good set. We could still have like the GOAT set, even if someone loses. Like,
I mean, to be honest, also, tournaments like a major's value and like what you remember can be like directly compared to like the quality of like your top 16 or your top 12 that you're watching. And just in all complete fairness, BAM was pretty boring.
Really boring.
Outside of like,
But
Pro J Dizzle was the best. Was a good.
Seb Jono was like good, and like,
Can I argue Seb?
Nick, the end of Nick and Jono's first set was like, and like, I guess the end of BAM was also cool because you were like, Jono's actually going to lose this game. That's actually fucked up. But other than that, like, it kind of was just like stock standard. But the thing about fandom is that it's basically impossible for it to end up being like Nick and Jono at the end of the tournament.
Yeah.
I would fucking, if I have to watch Game and Watch Fight Young Link one more fucking time, I'm gonna shoot myself.
Imagine if like
if that is grand. That means something
breaks it on the internet.
That's something. Yeah, something hyped happened before that, and we'll get that set. If it is a Nick and Jono, that means we're not beating Tono.
If it's Nick and Jono, I may be pulling up
Dude,
my.
Nick is the thorn. He doesn't give a fuck. He just makes the runs.
Yeah.
I love it.
I just hope that there is a bit of variation in top level competition.
Yeah,
I reckon so.
I mean, yeah, you're like top two New South Wales, like fucking chop, dude.
And Jason said, you said spectators are gonna have a good experience. Like you just said that.
Yeah, 100. 100%.
Gonna have a good experience watching Jelcow's finals.
Right.
Look, I feel like Moe has had a few really accretive ideas, and I hope that they infect the rest of the states as well. Because you can weaponize a crowd and you can make it really obnoxious and fun, and that was the whole thing of the monkey clappers. I had a great time clapping and being a dickhead because
let's go, Kanaji.
I don't know if that's going to be a bit of friendly fire for your state.
Also, by the way, I'm going to add this one just as a little, one little, on the side.
Hey, you made it this far.
Is that I just no fucking straight to the point. I'm like the crowd. I'm the Victorian crowd guy.
Okay.
I'm the voice that you when you think of when I think of Sydney, I think of Scully. When you think of Perth, you think of fucking Jaeger was yelling his fucking ass off the whole time, dude. It was so funny.
So you're saying each state's big white guy? Yeah,
exactly, dude. I was so rat shit at BAM, dude. I didn't say a fucking word. I was so fucking tired from this weekend. I'm gonna come correct on fucking next weekend. I tell you what.
I may I'm gonna have a cheeky jab, but I thought that the Victorian crowd wasn't as feral as WA and New South Wales.
Dude, it's hard.
WA was so fucking loud, dude.
It's hard being feral when we're still in the tournament, dude.
Yeah,
what do you
fair
want?
enough. But hey, it is your home state. You've got 200 players.
Also, we have lost a lot of power from the last major that I didn't really consider. With we lost basically the entirety of Greater EBS is not there, and that's the voice of the crowd. So, or at least it was.
I'm saying I'm covertly
Jack's
assembling
not
a cheer squad, which is about 12 Duons in power. So, if you don't have a scale of 12 Duons, you're getting whiffed.
Do you know what 12? Do you know what 12 Duons is, mate?
That's
that's 24. That's 24 people right there.
No, that's fucking 50.
That's 6 jazzies, mate.
That's it. We got. Oh, is Jamie going?
It's a slim boy.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna.
He's popping, dude.
We're gonna cheer up.
Wait, but there's no bar there, right? In the venue.
No, it's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if there's a bar at the venue, but
I
it's
wish
not
we
the
could
same
have a drink while watching top 8.
I mean, I'm not going to insinuate anything live on the podcast, but it's been done before.
See me walking around with some funny coloured bottles of Mount Franklin, hey?
Yeah, mate.
No, it's the Mountain Dew bottles, mate.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what Mountain Dew bottles? What do you mean?
The OJ.
Wait, I actually do not understand what's going on.
I hate you so much.
Like,
Oh my god.
Holy fuck.
actually, no, never mind.
We're
Never
gonna
mind.
drink some
drinking
water,
piss.
Anthony.
No, we've done something. Connor, we've done something similar to this in the streets.
Dude, we
What's the sludge?
no, it's like we
No,
went
The
to.
sludge.
It was me.
Oh, that was the same night. That was the same night, though.
It was Gamerton and Patrick Elliott, and we went to like before going out for dinner because we didn't want to buy alcohol, because we're cheap fucks. We stocked up on soju and put it into our water bottles, and as we were doing it, like a guy walking past, he's like, "Hey guys, that's like really fucked up. Like that's wrong of you,
He
actually.
just said that's illegal. Like,
That's
it's
illegal.
not-
Yeah.
Like,
Like
what the fuck?
it's like okay, cool,
Good job.
Yeah.
but yeah,
And then you beat the shit out of him.
yeah."
No, Ernest, like the soju is literally like a
Dude,
quarter the price.
It was like so fucking cheap. That
No,
soju.
I mean,
It was-
I'm telling the guy to
Oh,
get
the
a
guy.
job.
Okay,
Like-
yeah, no,
like-
he needs to get a job. Yeah.
Yeah, like who the fuck do you think
it was the
you are,
cheapest
dude?
soju I've ever drank.
You need to get on a little fat lamb train.
Nah, see,
That's dangerous, mate.
that's
Fat lamb is
That's where you
so
go wrong.
dangerous.
Yeah.
That's the
see-
jazzy liquor.
I see.
I mean,
Harrison
Connor,
carrying
you are
that-
the age.
What do you mean?
That's when I have lamb, dude. Like you don't think you're above it.
I'm
This
above.
is
it.
your time to conquer.
You're
literally
Lamb
not
in
above
the
it.
goon bag.
Oh,
As a matter of
I
fact,
was
yeah,
on the
all
good
of you were
vibes.
younger than me before I got off the lamb.
Oh no.
I'll go back to the lamb.
Yeah,
How
I
old
can
you-
jump.
How old
Are
do
we
you
bringing-
think I am doing?
We're bringing the lamb back. Oh, I meant everyone
Oh,
else.
yeah, okay. Cool. I'm like Benjamin Button, apparently. No one gets my age right.
You're 33.
I mean, I have no idea how old you are. To be fair,
Am I right?
to be completely just, you are not 33.
Like, me? 30,
Yeah.
okay, that's just highly insulting. I'm
Benjamin Button, motherfucker. What do you
Oh,
want?
also, Hunter, you're one of the.
I'm sorry. You can't just say
Yeah, no,
BB.
I'm rallying you up. I'm rallying you up.
You're one of 4 of the 5 people here who are salarymen on this podcast.
Oh, yeah?
What?
Dude,
Hey, Anthony, you should get a fucking job.
alright.
Oh my god, he singled me out.
How have you found like doing the work shit?
How have you found making money, Hunter?
Yeah, while playing
Look,
Connor,
Smash.
shut the fuck
What
up.
is this topic? Get a job.
Dude,
Alright.
Connor, dude, speaking of topics, what's everyone been listening to the last week, huh?
Oh, that's
I'm gonna
actually a
do-
good one.
True?
Listening to?
Let me
Yeah,
pull it
mate.
up.
What, like music-wise?
Yeah, what's
Hunter-
your
Hunter,
last
what's
FM obsession?
What's your
I'm
music?
not. Dude, I made that my account like basically.
It has actually been
some.
sunglasses. I'm sorry.
I'm,
Ever
How's it actually?
Ever since you guys taunted me about not knowing the lyrics, I've like gone out
But
of
you
my
still don't
way
have
to
lyrics.
I've gone out of my way to fucking learn these lyrics.
I've been getting back into a few of the old classics. I've got a running joke with Guts as of yesterday about Creed. The Creed's back in the car.
Creed.
Read.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Dude,
What
Creed,
Oh my
Creed goes
Creed.
hard.
No,
What?
it's so bad. Like, no, it's not even one of those bands. You know how there are bands like that are fun
I've
to
never
hate,
heard of
right?
Creed.
You have like Nickelback, right? Everyone hates Nickelback. It's meant to hate Nickelback, but mate, they got
You
some
talk
bangers.
shit about Nickelback.
They got one banger song at least. Come on, let's be honest.
Look, Connor, I'm going to show you with arms
Creed
wide open.
just sucks.
Change your life.
Okay.
Like,
And Dire Straits, and I'm a big Pearl Jam kind of guy.
Ah, yeah. I give it up for
Yeah.
Pearl Jam.
I
Yeah,
like
you
a bit
you
of-
are classics. Wow.
Yeah, that's my thing. I'm Benjamin Button. I'm 33 years old. My music choice reflects that.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. What is that, like grunge?
Yeah, like grunge and prog rock, I guess.
Prog rock, yeah, fair.
I mean, I'm not a
Holy
muso, so I just kind of make my own terms. Xavier Clarke music is in shambles right now.
Earth.
He's fake.
I'm sorry.
He's like fake, like music nerd. So like whatever. He's like more of a sound guy to me.
He makes
Sound
sounds,
is,
not
sound
music.
is music, man.
What is your last FM obsession, Ernest?
I don't have Lost FM.
What's your tune, mate?
Right now,
Yeah, bro.
Bottomless Pit.
Nice.
I asked Strix if he liked Death Grips, like a minute before I blasted it in the shower, and he's just like, looks like I just don't have a choice."
Yo.
Oh, fuck.
Oh man, so good. Oh, it's so good.
I was listening to like a YouTube mix, and then Death Grips came on halfway through, but I was so preoccupied with whatever I was doing, like playing TFT. I found myself head bopping to Death Grips, and then went, "Oh fuck, what am I
It's-
listening to?"
It's too good.
That's the trap.
It's
So good.
it's the trap. I'm now in that pipeline.
I'm also on the post rock as well.
Yeah.
But I've been on that for like a month, so it's so good. What's your last FM looking at, Anthony?
I've been listening to quite a bit of electronics, so I've been listening to Machine Girl.
Wow,
Actually,
Anthony, you're so pretentious.
it's not pretend.
Oh, the payoff was so good.
Oh shit!
Because also they Machine
What's
Girl.
your favorite album? Wolf Girl? Holy fuck!
That's the one I've been listening to most. No, but I've also been listening to. They did the fucking hell. What's that game that just came out? The is it Neon White? They did the soundtrack for that one. I mean, like, I want to play that game. Like, I'm like, I'll just listen to the soundtrack first.
Oh yeah, The Wicked
Yeah.
Heart.
Huh? Is that what it's called? I think it's just
Neon
Neon
White
White. Yeah.
Wicked Heart. Yeah. Hey,
Um,
where were you on Thursday? They were here.
What? I was at Tasmania.
Oh, that sucks for you. They were in a bar in Melbourne.
Oh no, this is Thursday. No, where
Yeah.
was it? Where was it? No, it was just yeah.
Damn.
Wait, were they actually?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah. You know, I reckon in a few months' time, Anthony's actually just gonna be like, "Wait, no, you're just right." Like,
I never said this.
Is so
I
good.
never said that about like. Whatever. Wait, this is the next episode topic.
All right. Well, Anthony, here's
yeah.
with trying to get into Machine Girl at the moment. What's the direction here? Like, do you wanna like?
What's your angle?
What's your angle? Like, are you trying to explore more into just electronic, or are you gonna backtrack and trying to look everything? You know what I mean? Like,
No, everyone just goes through phases, right? In music, where they just like they'll listen to a genre they don't normally like, or like not don't normally listen to, and they'll like you'll listen to it for like a month or so. That'll
His
be your vibe.
trajectory after Machine
And
Girl.
then you just go back. And then you just go back. Well, that was
no,
before.
he came from Suicide.
Yeah, I came from a Suicide.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
So did your state get hit with the fake K-pop stands trying to emulate the power of Spargo?
It's just Anthony.
Oh, that's just me. Yeah, that's just me.
But that happens in New South Wales as well.
Oh, who else?
Yeah,
Who else is on it? Oh, is that Guts?
Yeah, Guts.
Yeah, my homie. Yeah.
Well, like
Yeah.
Guts and you are like, you have
the
similar
same.
similar
Yeah.
blood.
Yeah.
Guts.
He's just cooler.
Guts is powerful.
Okay, man.
He uses his music choice. He picks environmental sounds or something really obnoxious, and then puts his K-pop in.
I mean, I like to do that. No, I normally just pick the most anime song in Smash, and then like that's the tune we'll listen
Imagine,
to. Like,
like-
I'll pick the Fire Emblem songs with the lyrics. You know.
You're versing Guts, right? And like you're playing on a setup with environmental noise, so you can't hear anything but like like your character, and then like you just hear like next to you like Guts' like earphones blasting like super high octane music. Like, damn, this guy's popping.
Blasting, fucking twice.
It's even more insulting
Me likey.
if he just chooses that and then plays another like Mario theme or something fucking stupid.
Well, there's like an Ignis song.
Yeah.
What is an Ignis song?
Good trucking, mate.
Do 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 do.
Bam, 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 da, 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 da.
All right, what's your last FM looking like, Connor?
I've been going off a lot of recommendations from my good friend Robin recently, and my favorite album that he sent me was by this artist called Eva Boy, called Elk Groove Eva Boy Redux. Similar, kind of an off branch of like Machine Girl as well. But like, I don't know, the thing I can't wrap my head around with Machine Girl was like what I initially couldn't get in with Death Grips until I got it eventually. There's kind of that barrier of like, this is a bit jarring. I can't feel comfortable listening to this the whole time. Whereas half the time I'm like, oh yeah, this is some really nice like drum bass, like, and then just like turns off into this just like, a bit more like I don't know how to explain it. But more metallic. I'm like, I don't really. This isn't an enjoyable listening experience anymore. But I found with a lot of these projects, they're a lot nicer, and I'm like, I can enjoy the whole thing the whole way through. So, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
On the topic of fandom, if you don't mind me bringing it back.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, good.
With World Tour, like after BAM and Fandom, that's Fandom obviously being the platinum event. Who would you? I'm just having a bit of gonna let that one sit in for
Best Australian tournament, guys.
who would be yeah, there we go. Who would be your pick to go like overseas? Not as the most likely, but who would you like?
So wait,
Tricks.
can two people go somehow if the
Yes.
cards played right? So like, okay, how can we guarantee that we can get two people over? Like, what's the
We
deal
need-
there?
We need no one from overseas to come to DreamHack. And we need...
Wait, is that a leak?
What is a leak?
Is DreamHack a gold event or plat event?
Haven't they
Is
announced
that a
it?
leak?
I don't remember that being announced.
I think they've announced everything.
Did they
Have
announce
they?
it all prior?
Wait,
Like,
what? I don't. Is DreamHack a what event is it?
I think it's platinum.
What?
No fucking
Nah.
shot.
No,
it's not.
shot.
We've only got one, right?
I thought Phantom was the only one. Wait, let's have a look.
Wait, DreamHack where?
Melbourne.
DreamHack where?
Hog. Yeah, I think they're trying to make it plat.
Really?
Really? That's insane. Wait. Okay.
Now I
Then.
feel like a buffoon for
Coming to
flaunting
BAM.
that.
Okay, no, but just
I also don't think you were meant to know, but
Well, I still feel like a buffoon, but I'll let you find that one out.
I'll let that one sit.
Well, how the fuck do you like? What is your source?
I live with Tricks and Nick.
What does Shrix and Nick fucking do? What are they? What's their power?
Ernest, you know that.
Jono
You know,
comes every week.
so Ernest, you know that DreamHack's a plat event.
Jono's been mentioning it. Yeah.
Holy fuck! Actually, this event's bigger than I thought, man.
Anyone want to take a fiver that it isn't?
Well, no. If John
Connor,
says,
go ahead. Connor, go ahead.
Cut up.
Uh,
J Mook moment, dude. Come on.
I'm notorious for losing bets, so
Bro, you know this
This
podcast
This is such a free bet, dude.
this
you-
podcast is gonna go so off. It's gonna have like 20k views because Toph is gonna be like, these guys just leaked melee seeding, and then like the other side of the fucking planet, Gimmer's like, these guys just leaked another platinum event.
hold on.
well, I heard it's. I know that Melee's also going to be a DreamHack, so you might see.
So Phantom's a
people
plat
come
event.
back.
I mean, all I know about DreamHack is that if I'm not getting no TO bonus, your boy's not fucking going. I tell you what, these fucking tickets are.
$109. Yes. Oh.
Script 3. Yeah, it's not
Can't wait for
announced
it
on
to
the
be
website.
It's not on the schedule. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's isn't it? Yeah.
When is DreamHack? Has that even been announced?
I
Or is
all
don't
big
think it's like a
cheese.
thing that's been announced yet, but I do remember before I moved, the boys were talking about it being like
It's a
They-
thing. They just
they
haven't
want-
announced.
they want to make it like pretty big. That being said, I also kind of know that it's like not too many people really care. So,
Yeah, I feel like Big
because
Cheese.
some people may or may not be going elsewhere, you know.
I
As
don't know
in-
what that's supposed to mean.
That's a fucking
Ominous.
leak. I don't know what that
You
is.
shouldn't be
That's
leaking that
ominous
one.
as hell.
That's fucking weird.
Dude, it's not even a leak. It's just like people want to leave the country to go elsewhere. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I've heard about that one.
That's not a leak.
I've not heard about this at all.
Well, it's not a leak because they don't care. They're not trying to keep it a secret. Like,
Yeah, I
And
mean,
hurry the fuck tell
some Smash players are going to Europe, aren't
Like, top level Smash player like Shrix, Jono, and Bin and stuff. They wanna go to Europe and stuff, and they wanna go to America, and like Japan and stuff.
they? Cool, I'll win DreamHack then.
Well, there you
That's
go.
fine. You know,
Yeah.
I'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that at 100.
Yeah, I'll take the points. I'll go to fucking Smash.
Yeah, I'll see you boys at SOVT.
Smash World Tour is just Jadizzle, Shikaja, and the Gwyff with his 800 points.
Well, yeah. Like, who's?
Fun fact, I was first on the leaderboard for
Dude, I was fourth at the leaderboard at one point. The
for
EBS.
like a total of like 8 hours.
Yeah, Connor, you're third on the leaderboard.
It was after
Yeah.
that one tournament. I should have
Yeah.
won that tournament too. I'm actually,
Dude, shut the fuck up.
dude.
Yeah.
I'm so dog shit now, and All right, boys.
Jesus.
How are we feeling about going into fandom? That's the next question.
Yeah, just us. Very bad right now, actually.
How about you?
But
Hunter?
it'll magically solve itself. I play Palutena. Like, it's fine.
I've had I woke up this yesterday morning and I got the news that Epping was cancelled, and I spent 2 hours trying to fix it, and then I ended up just hosting people.
Oh.
And in that off the cuff hosting session, I feel like I cracked the code a little bit.
Oh?
Okay. No, this is
So-
the Victorian level up. Actually, you came here for one local, now you figured it out.
Yeah. And now I figured it out.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling pretty good, but it's now concepts to apply and bracket.
What Tom Leask does to a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Dude.
Leak concepts.
It's gonna feel really fucking stupid though when I say it, because it's
Nah,
so
it's
Nah,
okay.
that's the best
Okay,
bit.
dude.
just so I'm a big flow state believer. So when I competed, I used to be a skier. That was my thing.
Yeah, but it's the
All-
Philosopher's Stone. You can never
No,
get
it's
it.
not the Philosopher's Stone, because you can achieve it, and like in skiing, you had to achieve it, otherwise you crashed and died.
Otherwise, you're dead.
Otherwise you die. I did moguls and
I'm
there's jumps
alive
and
right
there's
now.
fucking jumps,
I've done
right?
it. I've been
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Like
I run
in,
the game.
in moguls, like there's so much adrenaline, all this other stuff, and if you fucked up, you was in trouble. But I figured that some days I'd have it, and it'd be like 1 in every 50 tournaments, and it sucked. And one of the tournaments, fucking Connor ran into it and he got condogged, and it was funny. But I figured that if I just zone out and look at the other person's character and just track movement and move like a rubber band, that seems to work really well. And I don't necessarily think about what they're going to do, but you just kind of look at their little space and just navigate around them. And it's like you could just look at it as, oh, just look at the other guy and figure out what he's doing. But it's just, there's more to it, and that's what I'm keen to trial, because I feel like Roy gets really tunnel visioned, and you're like, yeah, it's nerd time, and then I'm gonna up it, and then I'm gonna down tilt the shield, and
This is
Actually, I had something similar because I got my first Metafy coaching lesson, and like I've been told like new ways how to play the game essentially. But it's the thing is, it's gonna take. I can't like do this with Phantom. It's like pretty drastic change to like how I think about neutral. But there's been some other small things like on the platform, like full hopping from the platform was actually like a good defensive option rather than like me. I just always attack people if they're like below me or like to the side of the platforms. Like something like that is like actually like can be game changing.
yeah. But
Yeah.
I feel like playing too proactive and too game plan focused actually stops you from getting flow stated. And that's my little theory. So that's what I want to
Interesting.
trial. But long
So
story
you wanna-
short,
So
I
you
feel
kind of
pretty
want to turn your brain off even harder.
yeah, like super hard.
no. The idea is that like, if you have preconceived ideas, you hyperfixate only on those ideas. But the idea is that you actually focus on these preconceived ideas because they're meant to make your life easier. But when you hyper focus on these shortcuts, you just become narrow focused, right? These are meant to be like means, not the end. But too many people look at them as the ends. So if you just stop thinking and you just look at what they do, and you just react and let your autopilot and like your subconscious work, then you'll play like Bradley. That's like the idea, I think.
Yeah. And like I feel like myself as a player, like it's either you get hit by the Dugongs train or the Dugongs train fucking runs right past you and falls off a cliff. And I'm trying to make sure that the Dugongs train has the capacity to do a U-turn and go for a second swing.
It's a
And that's-
U-turn.
Yeah, well, that's sometimes I'm like, oh, I lost to Chisel's Kazuya and he fucking rolled me, and I'm like, wow, that sucks.
Yeah.
But then other times it's like, yeah, some people just can't deal with it. So it's a frustrating part, but it's something that everyone goes through. Smash is a wacky, inconsistent game. What about you? Do one.
Yeah.
I'm revitalized
Yes.
after a
It
little
suddenly loves the game.
breaky. I don't know if I love the game. That's not the word I would.
Well, what's the
for it.
character? Is it? It's gonna be. all
It's
Falco.
Falco, and they're I think
Luigi.
into Shoto's low key is the play.
That's pretty solid. That's pretty solid.
Yeah,
Shotos only.
the thing is that I don't think I would. Let's say I had to fight like Heaven or something. I don't think I would go into the set being like, oh, I'm just gonna play Luigi. But definitely in the back of my head, I'm gonna be like, all right, see how Falco goes, and then if it feels not really playable, then you have Luigi, and that's why he's there.
So what changed? What was the trigger?
I was kind of just like,
When you beat your goat.
no, not really. I mean, I actually was like, kind of getting my ass kicked by Anthony and Dan when we were...
Wait, context by the way, Hunter. Jason was like close to like ending himself with this game. Like he was not happy with this game.
Yeah.
Probably, like, 2
Post
weeks ago.
Pikachu arc.
This
Yes.
is like the end of the. This is what sparked it. Was like the end of the Pikachu arc,
Okay.
because I was playing friendlies with Anthony and Dan. Dan being one for all.
Yeah.
And I was actually getting my fucking ass kicked, like pretty hard with like every single character. And then I was like sitting there and I was like, I actually don't want to play anyone, really. And so like we were playing and I was like, I'm just gonna play Falco at Phantom Mana. Like I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah, I remember that. It's like, yeah, because
And so I just started playing Falco into Anthony, and I was just like fucking schmixing him for like 6 games straight. And this guy's like freaking out. He's like, Falco, like saying him.
this happened in Tasmania. I legit was like had a 10% win rate.
But then it started going like way more even because like he stopped freaking out. But like Falco was the only like real fun I had. And then I was like, Rambat was coming up, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna play Falco and get over it, whatever. And I had a pretty good I had like Scoba to get out, so like Rob Falco was like pretty like head off.
Egg barbecue chicken.
I should have mentioned that.
Barbecue.
I should have mentioned that. Tasmanians are coming to Phantom and then come to BAM, so that's like hype. Actually,
I was gonna bring up Sanem because you were talking him up, but
yeah, I think. Well, like I said, I probably had like a 10% win rate in friendlies. But when it's me versus Falco, can you trust that? Like,
I don't trust
like
you.
it's just you can't evaluate that.
I'll give it up.
Yeah.
And then I played at Falco at the Rambat, and I had to fight Harry Malakoff, and I was like, well, just do what you did to Jar. And that's what I did, and I won. And I was like, well, you get in the winners' quarters, it's pretty easy to make top 8 from here. But then I had Pat or Seb to make top 8, loser side, but it was like, you just got to get the job done, mate.
I'm incredibly grateful that I'm a solo main and I don't have to deal with, because I like Roy and I've never really had the moment of, oh, maybe I don't like Roy anymore, even if I do get fucking Luigi'd or Kazoo'd. And I'm glad, like, I feel like as soon as I open up that Pandora's box, the game becomes way less.
It's
mate in the back right there, mate. Like...
What, mate?
No, the
Die Hard
the
Roy
Yoshi.
fan. What do you want about?
Oh, the Yoshi dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
the Yoshi's a meme, and also I played
You
him
you think it's a meme?
Okay, so I played...
Then you're down 0-2 versus some fucking idiot, and then you reverse throw them at Yoshi.
You know about that?
Oh, did that actually happen?
Okay, no. It almost happened, but it's really funny. Okay, I'll set the story. We're at offstage. It's a pub tournament in Sydney. Kango is notoriously good because they seem to thrive on that Monday. It's winners semis. I'm down 0-2 against Kango. Roy's not working. It's been last hit. I shout out to my girlfriend across the corridor. Honey, I'm doing it. I pick Red Yoshi.
Rocket.
The Red Rocket is coming.
Pick town. The game starts. I'm doing fucking awful. So bad. I'm down a full stock. Kanga's at 110%. And I'm at my second stock at 110%. I go, fuck, that's no good. Olag, tears in his eyes. Can see that this is a bad spot. I run up. Doing the only thing a Roy player can do. I run up. I roar down B Kanga. Kanga goes for the grab. Gets egg pounded. Uh-oh. It's Red Rocket time. Second stock. absolute 0 to death with a pair.
Oh my
Third
god.
stock, up air to Cypher and win. I look at Kanga and I go, unlucky. And then I swap back to Roy and I win game 4 for win swap. And then I lose game 5. But it was my favorite set I've ever played in my life. And that is the joy out of being a co-main, is win swapping. The Japanese
so it
meta-
just changed from
The
I'm so
proto-banner.
grateful for being a single a solo main.
but it
It's like,
enables-
so these are just the joys of a co-main.
but it enables the solo main. The red rocket swap into the fear and then going back to the Roy is just like, it's like you've been hit by a frying pan while you're on LSD. You just don't know what's going on.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Unbelievable. First time I ever beat Earl, I 3-0'd him, and I swapped characters all 3 games.
Oh, you did that. Wow.
It's a great feeling, hey.
Good strat, actually. Like, it's
That's like the future is like the future.
Well,
is
I was
now
like,
in
this
that
guy's like
strat.
way smarter than me, and he's just gonna download me, so I'm just gonna swap characters.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Don't make them
so
keep them on their
fun.
toes.
But to my point, I think being a co-main is the truly embracing the child's party game, and it only works, when you're not swapping out off a loss. I don't like. I feel really bad for people who go, fuck, maybe I shouldn't play my Luigi and I'll go play Terry, and then you're down 0-2 and like, oh, now it's time for my Lucina, and you see it a lot. There's you can think of like 5 players who do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, that decision, I feel like, maybe stunts a bit of competitive growth.
Fucking
I don't
stop
know.
fucking laughing at us.
Ernest, you're a solo man, right?
Yeah, I'm just like the smartest guy.
Yeah, but
in
now
the
it's
world.
booming because he's a solo man. It's like, Sephiroth is in the game, and like these two, I should be playing him.
Yeah, I don't have that problem. I honestly, I'm glad that Roy's top 10, because I don't really feel like many matchups are undoable.
According to who, mate?
According to him.
Not Cola. And
Not Connor
Cola.
either.
What do you mean?
Shrix.
What?
Me and Big S.
Not Connor. If you
What?
fought, if
Do you
fought
not
Royal
think?
top
I
10
don't think my character is good.
No. You think your character, but then why do you think there's so many unwinnable matchups?
There's
so
not.
many unwinnable matchups. You can't. Luigi. You said Luigi's unwinnable.
No, I see it as
yeah,
unwinnable
yeah.
for me. I'm dog shit against Luigi, not Roy.
Okay.
You
Hunter,
Hunter,
serious?
how do you feel when your hero is a co-main though?
What, Shrix?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just trying to go for that win swapping high. I get that. That's why my Yoshi's there.
Yeah.
But you've got the yin and the yang, and there's a dark side to us all, and we all have our
Dark side
flaws.
to the moon,
and
mate.
Sephiroth is Shrik's one.
It's just Dark Souls.
I don't. What do you guys see in Sephiroth? Do you guys think he's cool?
Yeah, he's fucking
Yeah,
sick.
he's sick.
Newt, do you think he's cool?
Oh my
No,
god.
I've always thought he's cool. Just the best character in the game. That's
Jason,
all. Like,
do you think he's cool?
For a long time, it was definitely a no on that one, but I think he's cool.
yeah, I
Okay,
think he's
no,
cool.
he's the fucking worst. And with
Oh yeah, my plan against him, I want to like kill myself and like claw my eyes out and like I just
The Johnny
oh,
Sephiroth.
It's why? How did they
Balls.
lose on that character? I don't know. Like,
Well, you should
but,
play
you know,
him.
No, he's hard, dude. Look, we said this last episode. We talked about this last episode. Everything I said was
It's
in the last
true, dude.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm gonna say is that the Johnny Sephiroth lost to Red Rocket in an actual bracket. So,
Uh-oh.
maybe you should just be a Yoshi main with me, Connor.
My Yoshi's pretty good. I won't lie.
I don't
Oh my
doubt it.
god.
Like he's probably in my top 15 characters.
No, it's actually probably higher. It might be top 3, I reckon. Actually.
Anthony knows.
He's actually
Yeah.
my top 8 favorite characters in Smash Bros.
I genuinely think Yoshi's top 15.
Probably. He's really good.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's something you've always said for sure.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it's only Connor. Well, Connor and Ernest. We'll wrap it up. Like, what about you two? How are you feeling? How's your practice been going?
You can go, Connor.
Well, I haven't touched the game since
Oh.
like Rani,
EBS, right?
I think.
Oh,
and
ran back,
EBS. And then I got sick because I was gonna play the game so much this week. But I haven't touched the game again. But I've been thinking about the game a lot, which is good. And the next week, hopefully, I get to play a lot before heading over. But as you guys may know, probably not in the best position I've ever been in terms of my gameplay at the moment, but that's okay.
Yeah, you suck.
Yeah.
You're a little bit scary. You're a bit like your season this season. No, you'll do well, Phantom. I have faith. No, I think I have faith, Connor.
I believe in it as well.
Hey, Hunter. I think you're Connor's best win this season. Like, no joke.
That's
Yeah.
It probably actually is.
Yeah, it probably actually is.
You know what? And that's a win to have. Connor played amazingly. There's all love in.
Rodino's is so
I
cursed.
can't believe you guys actually played each other at the one day you were here. I think that's crazy.
It's really fun.
I can't believe you caught P9 as well.
Oh,
Out of all the people.
There's like a 1,000 things I could say.
Wait, how was your P9 experience? Give us the rundown.
Hey, you should have went the Red Rocket.
Yeah.
I should have actually went the Red Rocket.
I
I
shouldn't have.
the only thing I remember is 4 people in the BKB Discord calling me a fucking idiot for continuously full hopping into his slingshot and dying.
Oh, was it on stream? Holy fuck.
Yeah,
Hey,
it
man.
was.
Those 4 BKB players are not safe.
Yeah, it was fuck. Well, Joe Plump's got a villager. Once again, another Plump character. And I remember getting up air, down air into like a 50% string. And I was like, yeah, I took that little moment. I'm like, that will be my little moment. We'll go in the box and I'll cop the loss. P9's good, but it's hard. It's wild when you don't know what to do with like a new zoner.
Yeah.
He's on Pheasant.
Wait, he's on Pheasant?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's basically on Pheasant. They've both got like glasses.
No, like in game.
Oh my.
What do you mean?
Oh,
Like,
man.
do you like the high damage potential and just the massive combo game and the raw
They're the
aggressive
same.
play
They're the
style?
same player.
They're the same player. And like the smash attacks, same.
According to how you picture on Pheasant, I think this is like you can boil people down to like archetypes.
Yeah. Well, I
And-
think
It's that archetype.
on Pheasant is about as quintessential Sydney as Sydney gets, I find. Like, in my time playing the game in the scene, I feel like we're about as body gets in Australia. Particularly like when we're at our highest point, apart from Purple H, who was like,
I reckon Luco's not body.
you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon Luco's.
Luco-
I think Luco's probably like I'm just like going to like play you like the opponent and just like read you as a player. And if you keep doing dumb stuff, then I'm just gonna like destroy you.
So he's hard then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's a hard player.
Actually, a better one would be like Neos, like the
Neos.
second generation of Sydney. So like I think we had what we had the Twirlies, we had Beat do really well, we had the 2 Pikachu mains, and then on Pheasant's like version 2 of all that.
Fair enough.
Version 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I make jokes about the Victorian kind of style being very prim and proper. Like it all makes sense.
But then you
I'm
just ended up
stubborn.
versing 2, or you ended up versing P9, and
And then you verse P9, who's the advantage god. I think P9 would have a great Falcon.
That's so
that's
good.
funny. I think Raptor Boost would be his favorite move.
Everyone's favorite move.
It's true. It's so broken.
What about you, Ernest? Last one.
I'm feeling good. I just don't have. I don't go into majors with expectations anymore, which is a pretty nice mental.
Well, how do you
have.
feel about your play then? Just like just,
Uh,
are you in peak mode? You think?
I think I think it's pretty good. I think like my overall gameplay. It's always like I'm always trying to like figure out more stuff, and I'll always like take L's like here and there by trying to apply stuff. Like I want to work on certain things right now that I don't think I can like fully actualize when I get to Phantom, but I'm gonna just use Sydney to like practice it, and if it works out, it works out. I think I'm just like I don't feel like I ever like get worse because I always try to play a lot and I always think about it a lot, so I'm feeling pretty good. I'm just like I think the only thing usually the things that hold me back is like how I view things, and I always would like used to view things very like superficially or like black and white, but then now it's like I just don't care. I just want to go and play people. So I'm like in a pretty good spot.
Well, your stocks have only been on the rise, right? You haven't really had a plateau moment yet.
Nah,
No,
that's
it was-
not true. I've
It's
played-
weird. No, dude, it's weird
Jesus.
because I was at TFC. I saw the temple bracket, mate. I'm like this is so crazy.
I-
Then you got fifth the Ranbat. Like,
So basically I versed Epic Cyborg, and then I like did pretty well game 1. Game 2, I kind of like trolled a bit and lost. Then I was just like, whatever, right? Because I was trying to like work on some stuff. And then game 3, I was winning, and then I was like at 100% lead, and he just killed my second stock, right? And I'm at 0, and I went for an edge guard. I missed, and then I directional air dodged into the legend bonked, and I died at 0. So I was like, well, okay. Like sometimes that just happens. And then Moth Coats was like, yo, you beat a PR player. That's so sick. And I was like, oh god.
Yeah.
He's going to list. But then it was fine because like Epic Cyborg's just like funny, and I like played friendlies with him. But then he was the reason why I don't go to tournaments right now, because I SDI too hard and then my forearms started hurting.
Jesus.
And then I lost to Homer because Homer actually just
He's
was
the
like,
goat.
he just better played me. So I was like, yeah, what do you want? Like,
Dude, Homer's
Some-
the best player that isn't like there with the
I think he
results
just
yet.
he just went into me with a pretty good perspective and just executed it well. But then I went to Rambat and I was like stock standard, so it was pretty good.
Nice.
But that's the thing; it just happens. Temple's just like,
I mean, that place is cursed.
yeah, it's just cursed.
It's cursed.
What do you do?
I'm in peak mental mode, but not in actual play though.
You'd be
So-
surprised how much they correlate.
I don't. Well, it's weird. Like, because at TFC,
I think you and Connor would do better than you think. At
yeah,
Family.
no, at TFC, I just came in. I don't think I was like particularly executing well, but I always had the mentality like, no, this is winnable. Like, you know, I can if I just even if I'm a little bit sloppy with like some of my positioning or spacing, like I'm making most of the correct ideas, and I'm like trying to keep composure and just think constantly like, you know, how to make the correct decisions, even if I'm a bit slow with it right now. Like, I don't know. I think I just haven't. I've not played as much. I haven't grinded as much. I'm still thinking about the game a lot though. But I think that's like half the battle, right?
Yep.
So I think I'll play just fine. Like,
it stems onto like the idea of are pre-major locals good or bad for mental, and it's always all relying on results, but it's a bit of a gamble. Hey, what are your strategies for that one? Are you guys going Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Thursday,
I
Friday?
think all of us are Thursday, aren't we?
I'm going Thursday. I won't be entering Thursday because
I think I'm ditching Thursday.
I arrive at 9:00. I think.
At night.
Oh,
Yeah,
Thursday
I'm
tournament.
7:20
I won't
7:25.
care because like I'll be on like probably 1 hour's sleep, and we'll and the tournament starts at 5:00 when I want to crash. So
I think we're all going Friday though.
yeah, we're all going Friday.
I think there's always good in the pre-local because of comfortability despite results. It's just like having your first tournament not be the major itself is like such a big factor, as well as getting a sense for the play of the general interstaters and stuff like that. So
I was really happy with my pre-locals for BAM. I got 9th at the Pixel, which was pretty good. So I think 3 of us got 9th actually. Like,
and I got top 8, bitch.
Yeah. no, you didn't.
Round.
I
That
got
was
top 8
the
on the
Thursday
Monday
one?
one. Yeah.
Oh, the Thursday one. No, I got 9th for the Thursday one.
We got 9th on Thursday, but top 8 on
Yeah.
the Monday.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was working. Yeah, that's right. You did well.
Back when I was top
I'm
8.
just gonna use it to like play people.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I don't care too. Like at the end of the day, it's just another bracket.
Yeah.
Most of it is just like experience getting comfortable. But I just want to use that time, like use the entire weekend to just play people I can't usually play. That's mainly it.
Actually, maybe the last thing is, do you think having Phantom, like some people are starting on the Monday. Actually, Monday's cancelled, but let's just say the Monday thing actually happened. Do you think having Phantom be your 6th tournament is like good for you?
Yeah.
Like, do you think that's like not detrimental? Like entering that many tournaments in that amount of time?
Nah. Well, not for me. But
Not for you,
I think for some people it might be because they get like too focused, too like in their heads. They're like, got a top 8. I must make upsets. I must do this. And then by the time Phantom rolls out, they're like running off like a high, and then they just like burn out. I think that's definitely happened before.
I feel like there's a stress. So like sometimes I like to go to pre-locals because it takes a bit of stress off. Because if I have one good result, I've got something to fall back on.
Yeah.
But I feel like you need a little bit of stress to actually motivate you to compete on the day. Because sometimes I feel like I do like 5 events in a week, and then I don't really have that edge to do the 6.
Yeah.
Like I'll ease off on the pedal or not really go for the.
I think 3. The one I'm gonna do is like 3. I think that's a good amount. Actually, I'll probably enter a Vic local in that time as well. So probably I'll probably do 4 locals in that week, like 4 events. Yeah.
I'm working, so I think I can only make Pixel. But I don't even know if I'll enter. So I might just like not enter and just play friendlies until I arrive at Sydney. Actually,
That's my plan.
I have no idea. But yeah, I just want to play.
All right. Well, I reckon we're sending it. So,
Oh no! One last thing. The one last.
yes, Anthony.
Yeah, the chef and Kutz, the live.
Oh yeah, we're doing live content at Phantom. So if you with Chef and Kutz, we're partnering. So if you want to meet your favorite podcasters, I don't know. We're gonna have like a setup on the Friday. And if you want to like come talk to us, be on the podcast or whatever.
On the Friday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so on the Phantom Hour, whatever it's called, the tournament.
Yeah, the pre-local.
Okay. All right. Even though it was on Saturday.
Which is the same venue as the
Same venue,
major,
yeah.
right? So if you wanna, come talk to us, hang out on the podcast. We'll see you there. Yeah, be there or be
That's
square.
Yeah.
Can we have beers? No, we can't. Sucks.
Can we?
We can't.
We could.
No, because we talked about this before. Where
We should just live record ourselves in a venue and we're drinking on live on air, yeah, for sure.
that'd be so hype. Oh.
Ernest, you have money now. You got to get a shirt.
Yeah, we're rocking.
I don't want to wear a shirt.
Hang on, hold up.
What the?
I want to see Jason in a tie.
I really don't want to wear a shirt.
Wait, are you guys doing collared shirt and ties?
Oh mate,
Oh,
now that's a shirt.
You got to get on the potty shirt, mate.
Is that for me?
That's for me, can't. It's a 6XL. Get a job.
I don't want to wear it. Oh.
you
I'll
gotta
wear
be
my.
eating it.
I'll wear my long sleeve black. There you go.
I've got some nice collared shirts. Yeah.
And if you want to be on the podcast, you also have to rock up on Friday with a nice shirt.
Yeah,
We're not
that's
gonna
true.
accept any of
Yes,
that.
true.
No,
Please,
and no
please
weenies.
be nice. Wear nice clothes.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, thanks, Hunter. It's been a
Oh,
pleasure.
Thank
my
you.
pleasure. Thank you for having me on. It was a pleasure.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. We're out of
Right.
here. Stay safe, folks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.